Good afternoon, welcome to Designer Inspiration. How are you? Hope you've had a lovely morning so far. My name's Vicky. We're going to be joining you here from now until 5 o'clock. Oh yes, and we have got quite an interesting show for you. We thought we'd mix it up a little bit today on Designer Inspiration, and we've called it Ask Angela. Thankfully, we have Angela with us. Hi, Angela.
Hello, Vicky. Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Really excited for the show.
Yes. Now, you are more about the business side of things.
Yes, I do. I've been running our business courses now for about 3.5 years now, and I support crafters who want to sell their work. So today is going to be all about, you know, looking at the business side, answering questions, so really excited about that. Plus it's my first time doing the DI with you.
It surely is. It is. That's a true story. Yes, and I've just realised that actually.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. You're going to do a few demonstrations with the kits.
Yes.
But it's going to be primarily about asking questions about the business side. So if there is a point where you go, right, I've already started, I'm already selling, I've got a question I've sort of stumbled across along the way, send your text messages in. If you're just sort of toying with the idea, maybe just selling to friends perhaps, or maybe just selling online without going too much to start with, Angela is definitely a person to aim your questions at. We've had some, we did launch it on the Facebook, we've had lots of Facebook questions already. It's on my Facebook page as well, so if you want to go and find my Facebook page, you can put a question and drop it at the bottom. Phil will be looking through those all the way through the show, and if you do want to text in, sorry it went whoop, gone, you can send a message to 60777. Just make sure that you start your message with JM Studio. You can also message on the web at JewelleryMaker.com. So lots of ways to get in touch. We'll be checking all those pages as well. So if you want to drop it on, put it on my Facebook page, go for it. Just make sure you put it at the bottom of the status, and then we can find them straight away. Text in, message in on the web, we'll get it all here in the studio. So that's the theme of today, although we've got lots of amazing things. We've got these brand new in pieces. Now this is the one that Ali was having a look at. This is to measure up necklaces, and obviously you've got all those different lengths of necklace that you can have. This goes from an 11 inch, which is 27.9 centimetres, all the way down to a 27 inch, which is a 68.6 centimetre necklace, and everything in between. Quite often you might want to do sort of different lengths of it. This is going to show not only those sizes, but exactly how that's going to hang as well, which is really great. Ooh. There we go. And we've also got the same in the bracelet, so you can have anything from a 4¼ inch all the way down, because we've got bracelets, we've got anklets, all the way down to a 12.5 inch. So you literally just measure those up. It sort of takes you step by step along the way how to work with it as well. They come flat pack, and all you have to do is just put them together. Really, really easy. Phil and I did it in the gallery. Took all of about, took Phil a little bit longer. Bless him. We've also got some brand new silks. The colours of these are amazing. And is it 183 metres altogether? So 200 yards if we work in yards. I had no idea what yards were. So well, the length of a yard, huh? 200 yards on each one. Wow, that's quite a lot. Yeah, that's quite a lot. So 600 yards in all. They're beautiful. They're brand new in. And also we've got a Traveller's, this is brand new to us, Traveller's bead tray. So we've got necklace and bracelet. So that's for the bracelet. That's for the necklace. And they've got lids on them, so it means that you can work with them. Just put the lid on and put them in your bag. Brilliant. There's a mat there as well. There's so many new things, Phil. So many new things. We've got an anti-tarnish bags as well, 3 different sizes, and I believe that you get 10 in each. Is that right? Yeah, I think that. 10 of each size. Brilliant. And they just keep growing and growing. So we have got an absolutely jam-packed show for you, which is very exciting. We are going to kickstart here with some lovely pieces. We're going to let those messages come in as well. Right, these ones. Shall we start with those? Yes. Now, I first saw these, and Phil as well, didn't you? Just said it. The size of these are amazing. Now we've got. Oh, hold on. Which ones do you got? Oh, the druzy ones. Yes. I saw these in a designer inspiration kit with Laura binding, and the kit was it with you, Phil? I thought it was. She made the most amazing pieces. In that kit had copper and silver coloured wire, and these flew out. I'm pretty sure it was, if I remember correctly, because of these cabochons. This is why they flew out. So we have now got them on their own. Look at those. So copper with a window of druzy. When I saw these the first time, I couldn't help but think these are probably the most exquisite cabochons that I have seen. They are polished to perfection, and that gorgeous glittery sparkle in the centre. They're just beautiful. So you're getting 5 in the copper, and then let's swap it over and grab a silver for you. Let's grab they are amazing, and if you are stuck for inspiration, just go and have a look on Laura Binding's section on the designer inspiration on the Facebook page. You'll be able to see exactly what she made. She went from a ring using 1 of them to using 5 I think it was in a neck piece. She made cuffs, she made earrings. These are incredibly versatile, and they're so beautiful, and it's just that sort of hint of glamour next to it with that wonderful sparkle from that window of druzy. So you're getting 10 cabochons in all. Lots of you liking these already, I can see. They are beautiful. There are so many there. Let's have a look. So you have got 5 in each one. Oh no, 19.95. That's amazing. You're getting 5 of each colour. So 5 in the copper, 5 in the silver, and for me, I don't think I've ever seen druzy look like this. Absolutely love druzy, and to see it with such finesse, such beauty, such finish to it really is what we're after. There are so many collectors there knowing that these are an amazing deal. These are just fabulous. 19.95 for 10 beautiful cabochons, 5 in the copper, 5 in the silver, and that beautiful window of druzy. Wow, well done if you've managed to grab those, because they really are stunning. Oh yeah, I love those, look at that. It's the shimmer and the sheen that you get on the edge, and then you've got that glitter in the centre. Oh, beautiful. 19.95. What is steel on those? They're 20 by 15 mil and 5 in each colour. Wow. I love those. There really are, there's so much that you can do with them, from going all out and using a few of them in a piece to just using 1 and having that as your main focal moment of your piece as well. So 19.95 is brilliant for those. Good stuff. Just make sure you keep checking your baskets out. I would hate for you to miss out just because you didn't check out your baskets properly. So 19.95, they're amazing. Lovely. Let's pop those on there. Let's carry on. We'll have another look at those a bit later on. Where should we go, Phil? Yes, now I love these. Oh, the colours on these are so beautiful. As soon as I saw them, I was like, I want to put them in a bubble necklace. Instantly, you want to put these in a bubble necklace. They're gorgeous shell pearls, and these colours, they just go together so nicely. I don't think they're so autumnal, aren't they? They are stunning. Bronze, champagne and gold, all uniformed in that 10 mil size. These are just stunning. I'm loving these colours. Maybe we might want to go with that one there. There we go. And graduate in that colour. These are so gorgeous. I love those warming colours. They're perfect not only for that autumnal feel, but moving through into that kind of more party season perhaps. So we'll cover lots and lots of genres. You don't have to use them together. Use them separately if you want to. In fact, actually, those shell pearls with the cabochons would be pretty perfect, I think. But use them how you want to. I think they look wonderful together. It's a really lovely mix all together. So 10 mil in its size, bronze, champagne and gold in the shell pearls. No, for 3 strands. There we go, $9.95. Angela, when you're looking at these sorts of pieces and you get these strands, obviously you want to pass those savings on to your customers or on whoever it is that's purchasing from you. but really great to have so many gems to be able to do so much with. That must make your markup quite big, mustn't it?
Well, yes, of course, but also it provides variety,
Yeah.
which is really important, because some customers do love the natural pearls, but some customers love the perfect round,
Yeah.
and you've got that in the shell.
Yeah.
Plus, also, the great thing with the shell is they come in such a wide variety of colours, beautiful complementary tones
Yeah,
there,
they are, aren't they?
and they're very affordable as well. So you can reflect that in your pricing.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it? That's it. You can pass those savings on if you want to, or just enjoy those savings for yourself, because I've seen pieces using shell pearls, and not even shell pearls sometimes, and the markup is pretty huge. But even if you're not making for other people, even if you're not making to sell, you're just making for your own enjoyment, you yourself then get to enjoy that saving, because if you had to go and buy that piece from a shop, you're given exactly what it looks like, you're given the price point, you've got no say in that at all, apart from the fact that you're buying that piece.
Yeah.
Whereas here, you can enjoy that saving, you can create with it, and you get exactly what you want.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's win-win all round. And what I like about the shell is that because it's perfectly round, it gives you perhaps a bit more scope in terms of your design than if you were using the beautiful but irregular shape of a pearl.
That's it.
So things like doing your beady beads, your ladder weaves, things like that, it sits better with a round.
Yeah.
More so than with an irregular shape.
Very true as well, yeah, very true. So you're getting real versatility out of this. I just think these colours look beautiful together. They are so stunning all together, very autumnal, rolling into that kind of more party theme. They are lovely. There's so many people multi-buying, well done. Please do make sure that you check your baskets out, because they really are beautiful. Gorgeous. Right, love that. Yeah, where should we go? Yeah, shall we? Now, we're looking at this. I thought, well, when you look at this, you can use this obviously to thread your beads onto if you want to. You can use it for pearl knotting. You can use it. It would look lovely with the 3 strands that we've just had. However, I've had a look online, because I wasn't quite sure what you could do with these. I had a little look online, and the designs that you can create from pure silk reels is beautiful. Really beautiful when you're doing wrapping, if you want to, any kind of design that you want to do. If you have a look online and just put in silk thread jewellery, oh, the lists are endless, absolutely endless. So this again in itself is a very versatile buy, I think. The fact that you can use it through gemstones, because it is very thin in its gauge. You can also use it to work with to create beautiful pieces just on its own, and you're getting loads. 200 yards in each, which you said was 83 metres in each one. That's amazing.
I was just so excited when Phil showed me that today, for several reasons. One, we've waited a long time for silk threading material.
Yeah, 100% pure silk.
So for me, that is pure and utter luxury.
Yeah.
The colours are gorgeous. And 3, if you are, some people set up a business where they just sell pearls.
Yeah.
And if you are wanting to become a professional pearl knotter, or offer a professional pearl knotter, or the service,
get a degree in it,
then this is what you must have. And I imagine someone like Jan, guest designer Jan, who sells a lot of her pearls into jewellers, will be looking for materials like this. Because you are threading onto silk cord, it's a professional service.
Yes, of course
it's going to be reflected in the price that you can command. But as you say, there's other things that you can do with that. You could even look at lace making.
Oh, crocheting with them.
Exactly, crochet with that. How perfect. Gorgeous.
Amazing. $21.95. I think that's going to sell out. There we have over allocated. So if you have got it in your basket, quickly check that out. 21. Is that all we've got left? 8. $21.95. Go grab them. Where are we going, Phil? What should we do? Yes, let's do these now. These are fab. Did they all sell out? Well done if you managed to grab them. Some of these new ins, we don't have very many of them, so just sort of splitting them up. Right, let's have a look at these. These are brilliant. Anti-tarnish bags. Wow, now you're getting 10 in each. They're lock bags, obviously. This is 2.5 by 3. This one is 4 by 6, and this one is 6 by 8, all inches, and all getting 10 of them. Angela, what's the beauty of having anti-tarnish bags? Obviously, if it's your own jewellery, of course you want to preserve it, but what's the beauty of these?
Well, as you say, if you're storing your own sterling silver pieces, it's not going to tarnish, but if you're selling your pieces and you explain to your customer what they're for, it's an added extra.
Yep.
You can offer that as a free gift to your customer, and let them know the benefits of using it. Their silver pieces are going to look brighter and shinier for longer.
Absolutely, yeah. And that's what you want. And I guess as well, if you want to have it as an added extra, absolutely, but maybe you'd want to keep a few for yourself, because as well, you want your pieces to always look amazing.
Absolutely. And you know what, the other thing is there is a lot of people out there that are selling white metal that isn't necessarily sterling silver.
Yeah.
The fact that you have got these and you're offering them to your customer shows straight away that you are selling sterling silver pieces.
Yeah, that's it. Absolutely. They are £9.95, and there's 30 of them, isn't there? Yeah, because you've got 10 in each pack. Nice to have those different sizes. Lots of people multi-buying on those. I would be too, because I think I'd want to keep a few for myself, especially if I sold jewellery, but even if I didn't, I would want to be able to do that and then have the rest, like you say, as a gift.
Absolutely. And you know, I would personally be coming in and getting several of these, you know, because if you're selling, you know, your sterling silver pieces, let your customer know that they cannot just store the pieces that you've made, but the other pieces that they may have at home in them. So straight away you're showing the value for money in them. Absolutely.
Would you suggest, if you got the bigger bags, would you suggest having more than one item in, or do you think you should just stick with that one item in each?
Usually with anti-tarnish you can put more than one item.
Cool, that's good.
But so you do have to be careful, because if you've got more than one item, say in a larger bag, and it's been moved around, you're at risk of having them scratched.
Yeah.
So you know, if I would personally be explaining to my customers one in each bag, especially the smaller ones, so that they are being fully protected. I think the black strips that we have are great, but sometimes they get lost. Yeah. But with these bags, they're not going to get lost.
No way, no, they are brilliant. £9.95, how many do we have left, Phil? 7. 29 in baskets, and we've got 7. Make sure you check your baskets out. That's £9.95 for 30 bags. Brilliant, well done. They are amazing. They're fabulous. I like those a lot. Right, where are we going now? Yes? These ones? Is it them? Wow, they're amazing. Is that Garnet? Wow, look at the colour on that. Wow. Now we have, Garnet comes in an absolute array of colours, like a full rainbow colours. These are amazing. I've never seen these before. So you've got Garnet in the small nuggets. Wow. It's got an almost amber colour to it. So a proper Garnet collection there. Got 150 carats worth in each. Let's just see if we can pick up a little bit of that colour, because this is beautiful. You see that colour coming through? Oh, yes, wow. Oh, I love it. That is beautiful. So 150 carats worth in each strand. Each strand is 86 centimetres. Now, if you joined us last night, you would have seen Mark Smith working an awful lot with chips and nuggets. He makes the most amazing pieces. Actually, you were saying they're the sorts of pieces that Mark Smith makes that are very wearable, very sellable.
Yeah, without a doubt. Because I'm a firm believer that if you're making jewellery to sell, it has to be sellable, and it has to be wearable, because if it's not wearable, the customer's just simply not going to buy it. And you know, and I would say to both you and Phil before the show that Mark's pieces are very, very wearable.
Yeah.
And therefore sellable. And the chips and the nuggets and gems like Garnet are very, very wearable.
Yeah.
People know and love them.
They are lovely, aren't they? And going into sort of more of an autumnal look, especially with jewellery, it's got to match the fashion. These more warming colours are a definite must to have in your collection.
That's right. And you know what? I would be putting them with the shell pearls that we had earlier, because the colour tones and the colour palette are going to sit so perfectly with that.
Now actually Mark does a lot of the memory style bracelets.
That's right.
Which I have mine. Says Andy, fantastic bargain, great for Tree of Life.
Yep.
Absolutely. We went to £8.95. I'm glad that you came off me when that price came in, because I literally was like this. What? What? It's Garnet and it's 3 strands. See, that's beautiful, isn't it? Oh. Oh yeah,
perfect.
That is beautiful. And if you make those memory style bracelets, you want to break it up with something that looks completely different. So use the shell pearl. He sells those for a minimum of £15.
Yeah, yeah, and more. I've seen them for a lot more.
Yeah,
you know.
And you can probably get, I think he says you can get 2 out of 1 of those double strands.
Right.
So you're getting 6 out of that.
Yeah, yeah, perfect.
Absolutely amazing.
And as you say, the colour palette on those, they lend themselves to that vintage, you know, that classic glam, you know, glamour with them. You can put them with gold findings. The rose gold findings with that would look sumptuous. Beautiful, really like that.
That would be so lovely. So many of you grabbing that. Irene and Margaret, Caroline, Janet, Carola, Avril, got Sue, Sharon, Sandra, Glenda, Paul, Marilyn, just come through on the phone lines now. There must have been a little bit of a queue. But I'm not surprised, to be honest, because at £8.95 for all of this is incredible. The colour is sensational.
Absolutely. I mean, some people specialise in niche markets. And, you know, on my business course, I always say to people, you know, to think about developing your business within a niche. And some people develop a niche within, say, like the Victorian or period style jewellery. So, you know, all that classic Victorian. Garnets. It was the gemstone in the Victorian period. Garnet and marcasite. Absolutely. Yeah. So, you know, that is renowned. You know, we have the period dramas coming back on. You know, if people love that and you're pitching your jewellery towards, you know, that era, perfect. Beautiful. And actually, if you've got that, anything with sort of pearls or anything like that, they're timeless, aren't they? Yeah. So to maybe mix the shell pearls in with it, it goes from a very organic feel to an absolutely perfect round. So it's really nice. It complements each other really well, I think, with those 2 different shapes. It gives it dimension, gives it interest and texture. And jewellery that provides that is always going to be a bestseller. Absolutely, yeah, they are gorgeous. Right, they are lovely. I think they're about to sell out. Yeah, let's do these ones. These are beautiful. This looks like pink lemon, and this looks like a mystic colour. I've got like a full rainbow in there, but like pinks, greens, blue. What have you called that? Shelly Delidocious. Very nice, Phil. Very nice indeed. Lovely, lovely. Let's have a look at what we've got here. We've got light yellow, so that's that gorgeous lemon colour. You've got pink, and then you've got rainbow. And you are really getting a full rainbow off of these completely. Pinks, blues, greens on there. These are, again, delightful. And like you say, they are perfect for that perfect round. Yeah, do you know what, when I look at that, I see 3 different types of customers. Yeah. I see young mums who's just had a young baby girl with the pinks. Oh, lovely, yeah. Or for little girls, you've got your pinks. You've got the lemon colours for that vintage style classic jewellery. And you've got the darker colour. From here, I can't see whether it's black or grey. It's not. Let me pull that up, because it's beautiful. I don't know if you can really get the colour, because it sort of almost starts off a blue, almost like a midnight blue, but then as the light catches it, it looks like a bubble. Right, it's like a peacock colour, isn't it? Well, for that, again, I see very classic and vintage style, but also men's pieces.
Men's jewellery,
well, you know. So for me, I'd be getting that because of the versatility of that bundle.
Yeah, absolutely. When you look at gents jewellery, do you find, because I always feel it gets a little bit overlooked sometimes, do you feel there really is a real niche market for it? You talk about niche markets.
Of course. You only have to look at the high street.
Yeah.
And if you look at jewellers' windows, you will often see brands that are just specifically for men's jewellery. That tells you straight away there is a huge market there for it. And then you look at all the celebs.
Yeah, of course.
You know, the men celebs are wearing jewellery. But then don't forget, there is a whole section of our community who are men that like, you know, the glitz and the glamour in their jewellery. I mean, I've had male customers and no way are they wanting browns and blacks and blues.
No, they go for the bright colours.
And all the sparkle and the glitter, particularly the young men.
Yeah.
So, you know, don't overlook, absolutely, don't ever overlook men and think that they just want those traditional dark colours.
Darker colours, because not
always.
No, these are just $6.95. So rainbow pink and yellow in those shell pearls. They are 6mm in their size and they are just $6.95. That's amazing.
That is a really, 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 really good price. I mean, if I was to restrand just one of those and put a clasp on, I'd be looking at probably 3 or 4 times that price. Yeah? Seriously.
One customer says, I can't take all these bargains. My bank balance is going into shock. Beautiful strands today. It is, isn't it? I think when you think about it like that, even if you put that on a stretchy, without even having to get a clasp, just putting it on elastic, you could probably get, let's see, we could get that, plus I've got this much left.
2 and a couple of pairs of earrings.
Couple of pairs of earrings, yeah. 3 or 4 pairs of earrings there.
Yeah, I mean, I did a DI show quite a while ago now, where I think it was the baby shower show. I did with Vicky, Vicky Carr, and I had taken some pink round shell pearls, put them on a memory wire bracelet, and pitched it as a nursing bracelet for new mum.
Brilliant.
So it goes from one wrist to the other wrist as a reminder when feeding baby.
Brilliant idea.
And those are perfect because it's a perfect size.
Yeah, perfect.
And with that, if you put it on memory wire, you don't even need a clasp.
No.
And you've got beautiful colours there for new mum.
Yeah.
But I've also seen those bracelets used in other ways, so people as a memory bracelet to remind people to take their medication, and that sort of thing. So yeah, there's a real market for that, and that size is perfect.
I think that's what you've got to remember, haven't you? Yes, everybody wants to wear it for the beauty, for the look of it, but there's always some other reason sometimes that people want to wear it.
And practical.
That's it, definitely. Beautiful colours, and you're right with those sizes. If you wanted to even just put that into a ring and wire wrap it into a ring, really lovely. Well done. There's lots and lots of multi-buyers on that. They are just $6.95 for all of those. Wow. Good stuff. What should I don't mind, Phil. What should I do? Which one? These ones? Yes. Yes, now let's do... What a genius idea.
I know. I said to Phil...
What a genius idea.
I said to Phil, you know, whoever came up with that idea, I wish I had come up with that idea.
It's so simple, but it's going to be incredibly effective for you. Now, we've got this in the necklace and in the bracelet, and it's a traveller's bracelet and necklace bead boards. So 2 separate boards. Now, it literally just got a lid on it, but it takes quite a lot to get them off. And it's got little indents on the side, so they lock in place. So that's for your bracelet. You can have all your beads in there. That's just a little bit of info that goes in it. And it just goes on the top, and you just have to make sure that you just clip it into place. Da-da! And then the same with the necklace bead board as well. It's got all those clips on it. That's for the bead. I mean, brilliant. Even if you just need a new bead board, brilliant. You've got to make sure you get this one because it's got the clip on it, which means that they will just, because they're for travelling, and they just have to clip in place and make sure that the beads don't go anywhere, and they really won't. That's locked solid in there. Don't come off.
Love that. Absolutely ingenious idea. You have, even with a regular beadboard, as fabulous as it is, and I've done it, and I'm sure the viewers have done it as well. If you're moving just from one side of the room to the other,
I'd lose them all over the floor. I'm sure I would.
Absolutely. You know, but great if you're travelling, if you're going on holiday, if you're running, you know, if you're working on multiple projects at the same time, and you just stack them up. If you're teaching,
how good is that as well? Yeah, just stack them up,
you know, and then when you need to come back to a project, nothing's been lost in transit. If you're running classes and you're halfway through and your customer needs then to take it home, perfect, they're not going to get lost.
No, that's brilliant. What have you just done there? You've taken all of that to £7.95. So you've got the foam mat as well, which is A4 size. You've got the bracelet traveller's set plus the necklace beadboard traveller's set, and it's all £7.95.
That is a really good price.
That's brilliant value.
That is very, very good. I mean, definitely I'd be coming in and multi-buying on that, because you are going to have so many projects on the go. They're not going to get lost and muddled up.
No,
you know?
That's it. And even if you just have one, even if you just do it as a hobby, there would be nothing worse than having sectioned all your beads out, and that prep must take you the longest bit of time, that you just go, oh no, and they all go flat. That would be me. That would 100% be me. I'd be like, I'm just finished. I'm just done. I'd like knock the table or something, and it'd all go flat. I'd be devastated.
That's me.
But it might not even be you. You might have left them on the table. Go away. If say you've got an animal, a cat or a dog or something, or you've got kids, or and it just gets knocked just by accident.
Absolutely.
Oh, what a nightmare.
But you know, a lot of people tell me that when they're at their craft fair or at their sales event, they will sit and they will make. So if you're making and you've got it set out and you need to tend to a customer, or it's the end of the day and you're halfway through a project, pop the lid on. Job done.
That's it. No fear of knocking in, no fear of mucking anything up. It will just be there. So that one is for, I love that. I've never even seen this on here before.
The bracelet.
The bracelet one, yeah. I've seen the necklace beadboard and in the pink and things like that, but I have never seen the bracelet one. How great to have, because you can have it matching. Maybe you want to have everything uniform. So you go, okay, right, I'll put 5 beads in here and 5 in here. That'll be the same. This is going to be smaller, so I put 3 in here, but another 5 in here. How great that you can mix and match it like that and have it going at, that's the beauty, isn't it? You can have the same piece, maybe making a suite of jewellery going at the same time.
Absolutely. And sometimes, you know, if you've got a strand, if you've got a large strand of beads, and you might want to make up several pieces all at the same time, because I've done it, I'm sure viewers have done it. You take off a few beads, you put the strand away, and then you forget where you've put it.
Yeah, I do that all the time with everything.
So having all your beads set out, then you can make multiple projects at the same time.
That's it. Sue, I have 2 loops in the greyhound. Yep, beads everywhere. Yeah, I feel your pain. Not anymore though, Sue, if you're getting these. Hi ladies, I bought the bracelet board online for that price. The necklace board was over £10. Well, great value, says Lynn. It's fabulous, isn't it? Fabulous.
Brilliant.
That's, I can't believe that was £7.95, you know. Love that. Lovely stuff. Right, we were saying today we are doing an Ask Angela, because Angela's all about the business side of it. So if you do have any questions, please send them in. We've got some from Facebook. We've also got some that you've had on your Facebook page as well, haven't you? So if you want to ask any questions there, maybe you didn't realise we were doing it, do send your messages in, send it to 60777. Just start with Germ Studio and then put your question. We'll try and get through as many as we can. Also, if you want to put them on my Facebook page, Phil will be having a look and checking that is on it. Scouring my page for questions. And we're going to be doing that. Is it time? Yes, it's time for a designer inspiration. All right then, welcome back. This is a beautiful kit. As soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, it's stunning.
Love it.
It is really, really stunning. Now, in here we have got 3 strands of gemstones. We have got 110 carats worth of amethyst. There's a lava kite, which is sort of almost the sister or brother, whatever. Oh, there we go. Of labradorite. So you've got those beautiful sort of blue tones coming through. Then we have got grey cultured nuggets. So the pearls in the nugget form, they're 8 by 5. They are amazing, beautiful gemstones. Then we have got an entire meter's worth of silver plated copper round and oval link chain. The rounds are 13 mil, the ovals are 15 by 12. Then you have got, let's have a, how amazing is that? So that's a whole meter. Bet that lasted you quite a while, didn't it?
Yeah, it's so lovely. That is very contemporary.
Yeah, lovely. Look, those purples and silvers, it's wonderful together. Then you've got jump rings there, all the brush jump rings, they're lovely. They're 6 mil, the brush jump rings. Then you've got earring findings, 5 pairs of the earring findings. Where are they? Oh, these ones. Oh. There we go, they want to be together. So they're the earring findings. Wonderful. Then we have got 100 eye pins. Wow, 100 eye pins, 8 mil jump rings, and then we have got open jump rings in the 7 mil. There's 200. Wow, 200 pieces of those. That's amazing. Then you've got an S hook, 22 by 10. You've got a fancy lock X hook. You've got S hook. You've got 5 pieces of those, and a textured round sheets. I love these. These are fabulous. Now, the beauty of these is they are textured on one side, but if you want to twist them round, you could quite easily personalise those and stamp them, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Now, they are, I guess, a connector, but you could use, as soon as I saw those, I was like, pendant.
Yep.
Chain off the bottom, brilliant. So a massive amount there, lots of findings. So you've got the lava kite, the grey pearls and the amethyst, which are beautiful. The different types of jump rings, then you've got the eye pins, you've got the ear hooks, the chain, and also those wonderful textured sort of connectors.
Yes.
Amazing amount. Did you have fun working with those?
Yeah. You know what? I love this kit because it works so well in so many different ways.
Yeah.
You could go very classic. You can get some men's pieces in there, and you could get bridesmaid and bridal jewellery out of this, or you can go very contemporary with a very high shine metals.
Yeah, definitely.
You could do chain mail with the amount
of jump rings. Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it?
Absolutely. And as you say, with the round connectors, again, you know, it gives you so much scope. So I loved it. The only problem was deciding what to do.
Too many choices, perhaps. Too many choices. Right, we should be at 44.55, which I think is already good for all those findings. You've got the chain as well, an amazing amount of jump rings. So from 44.95, we are going to drop that entire kit. There's loads there.
There is. Absolutely loads. I had absolutely loads left over.
27.95.
That is a very good price.
27.95 for all of that. Right, let's have a little look at what you've made. So you've made using, I love chainmail. I like that you've used the closed brush jump ring.
Yes.
And linked them with an open jump ring.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's lovely. Then you've done a bit of chainmail down at the bottom there. And then a 3-in-1. Oh, that looks something. You don't even have to be able to do chainmail, do you? Just put them in between gems. That is, I love that. That is really nice. And just to separate them off, you put jump rings in between.
That's right.
Oh, that is lush. Yes, I like that a lot. Then you've got slightly larger, more sort of chain-heavy pieces. It's amazing, isn't it? The amethyst and the silver from the pearls up against that lava kite with the hints of blue just go together so nicely.
Yeah.
Wow. £27.95 for all of that when we should be nearer the £45 mark. And you can be as simplistic as, I love those.
Yeah.
Now, you've taken the ear hooks and changed the shape of them.
That's right. They're very round, and all I've done is very simply, and perhaps I can just quickly demo on one of those, is just pop my glasses on.
Go for it.
So I can see.
Yeah, always helpful.
Okay, so I have my earring hook there, and all I've done is just kicked it out, and there you go. Just as simple as that.
That's
and it
great.
gives you
Totally different look.
totally different shape.
Totally different look.
Yeah.
That's so nice, because it means, is it all about, I always think it is all about thinking outside the box a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah. It is. And just using it in a slightly different way. And what I have done with these before is just to run my finger along the bend, straighten it out, and just kicked it back. And you still get another different look with them.
Yeah. Oh, wow, yeah.
So again, you don't have to use it in that round shape if you don't want to. But because it's wire, you can then...
Can you believe they're taking the price down?
Again?
21, what? Right, hold on. Would you not pay £21.95 for these alone? Surely.
Most definitely. You would pay that and more for the three strands.
For the 3 strands. What's 21? That's about, that's about £7. Thank you, 33. I was like, £7.50, but it's about £7.33 a strand. So that is less than what we would probably go, here is £7.95. And you go,
That's
oh, yeah, I'll
right.
have that. And then you go, oh, £7.95 for those. Yes, please. And £7.95 for those. And then what we'll do, because you've managed to grab all of 3 of those, we'll go, hey, have loads of eye pins, some connectors, some earring hooks, 200 jump rings. We'll give you a chain and some closed jump rings as well. All for free.
Wow.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. That is a crazy price.
That's incredible value. Wow, is all I can say.
I mean, I always say that with the Christmas period coming up, now is the time to get your kits in and to be making up your pieces. And I would always say to people, keep them wearable. And what I've just, done with this kit is, they're not high-end design, but they are wearable pieces. And any of your customers, I'm pretty confident that if any of these pieces was on my tabletop, and I am doing a show tomorrow, I know that they would go, because the customer has to look and think, okay, they are buying into pieces that they can wear, that they can gift to a loved one, and they will know that a loved one would be able to say, do you know what, I love it, I can wear it. With this piece, for example, the silver piece just here, I know that, any of my customers would look at that and say, okay, what have I got in my wardrobe that can go with that? It's a neutral colour, it's a neutral style, it will go with so many different outfits.
Of course, absolutely, that's what it's all about, isn't it? It's being able to just grab it at any point and go, yes. And you can decide whatever it is that you want to make out of this. I think just take full advantage of the fact that you'd probably pay, even at JM prices, probably pay £21.95 for these. And then you're getting everything else as an extra, which is ridiculous when you think about it. You've got a meter's worth of chain, you've got the eye pins, you've got those stunning connectors, they're a little bit different. Earring findings, you've got the brushed jump rings, and then you've got the open jump rings as well, 200 of them. Even if you made chainmail, you'd make your money back, wouldn't you, just from the jump rings?
Absolutely. And, just as Fleur was leaving today and she saw the kit, she was like, these jump rings, this size jump ring is her favourite jump ring to work with.
Yeah, that's it.
It is so versatile. I've done a Byzantine bracelet down the front. And Byzantine for me is one of those pieces that always sells. It's a male or female,
male or
it's a
female,
unisex
definitely.
piece. But even if you're not a chainmail, you're not comfortable doing chainmail, as you say, with the brushed jump rings, it's so easy to do.
Yeah, of course it is,
And I was just going to quickly just show
Please do,
how to do just the 3-in-1
which is this one, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you can do 3 in 1, 2 in 1.
So if this is your first time into jewellery making, and you know, because sometimes, I know with me, it took me a while to get the hang of chainmail, but once you get it, it's easy.
Yeah, it's getting in the flow, isn't it?
Absolutely. But even if you're not comfortable with the flow of chainmail, doing a simple 2 in 1 or 3 in 1 is so simple.
And so effective, though.
Absolutely. So we have our open jump ring. Okay. So I've just opened that, and then what I'm going to do, sorry, my hands are in the way.
All right.
Is we're just going to pop on 6 of the closed jump rings, and these brushed silver ones are perfect because they're not open, they're not going to
they're not going to undo
exactly
or,
they're closed shut. So we just put 6 on, so we've got our 6, simple as that. And then we're just going to close them up. So that closes just like that. Normally when I'm at home, I'm sort of got them close to my eyes.
So it's the same thing. So sometimes it's quite difficult because she's like, I want to have it here to be able to see it.
Absolutely. So we've got 6 on the 1 jump ring, and then I'll just pop that down, take my 2nd jump ring. And I've opened that one already, and then all I'm going to do is feed that through 3 of the links. And then I'm just going to close that up.
Brilliant. And it's that easy, isn't it?
And it's as simple as that. And you can do whole necklaces, bracelets, earrings.
That would look cool as a drop earring, I think.
Absolutely. And you just keep repeating that pattern. And how simple is that?
Yeah, incredibly simple.
And you've created a chainmail piece without
too much bother.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. What are you going to show us how to do?
So the other one I wanted to show you was the flowers. Very simple flowers on the chain necklace. Okay, and I love doing these flowers because 1, they're so simple and easy to achieve, but 2, not only can you use them and attach them to necklaces and bracelets, they make great charms, but also fabulous for earrings as well. They make great drop earrings. So what's not included in the kit is the wire, but I'm sure lots of us have got, you know, wire.
We're always doing great bundles on wire.
Absolutely. And I've just taken just a little piece of 0.4, okay, and I've literally just threaded on my pearls, and I've created my petals with 5. I do need to be so close up I can't see. Oh, here we go. I do apologise.
It's all right.
When I'm at home, you know, I'm right up close to it, you know.
Get your nose in there.
That's right. So, okay, so...
Just while you're threading those on, if you do want to send any messages, we're going to start Ask Angela very, very shortly. So if you do want to send any messages at all, please do at 60777. Just make sure you start your message with JM Studio, or you can message on the web, there it is. Or you can drop it onto my Facebook page underneath the comment talking about it. Have we got quite a few coming through? Yes.
Okay, lovely.
Keep them coming in.
So we've got 5 on our strand here. Okay, I've popped that down like that. And then all I'm going to do is just bring my wire around to create a loop. Okay. And then I'm just going to twist. Just like when you're doing your flower, or sorry, your tiara twist. And I only want, sorry, 2 or 3 twists just to hold that in place. Now you'll notice that my petals are all floppy. Okay, so to firm them up, all I'm going to do is interlock my wire in between the petals. So I just hold it like that, just take one end and just go round and just pull your wire as tightly as possible, and it just comes back up to the top.
Yeah.
And then with your second wire, take it underneath. Okay.
Cool.
So taking it underneath.
So just up and over.
That's right.
Over.
So once you've got that, see, it's much firmer now.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then we just finish it off by just twisting.
Yeah.
So we just do again the tiara twist.
Yeah.
And that has now firmed my petal. It's not going anywhere. And then from that, you can just do your wrap loop. Just a regular wrap loop, and then you would just snip that off, and you've got your charm. And it's as simple as that to create those flowers.
Brilliant.
And I said they're great just to put on a shepherd's hook, create your earring, or as charms,
into a piece. Yeah,
and a bracelet.
Right, shall we start with some of the questions now? Because you are the business lady.
Okay.
We had a few on Facebook, so those are ones that we've prepped. If I read you the question, then you go with your answers for them, if that's all right. So the first one is from Christina Steele. My question is, how can I go about finding someone who could help me with my business? Let's say admin, craft fairs. I'm not in a position to pay much, if anything, but I would certainly repay in teaching skills and knowledge. Is this at all possible?
Okay, thank you, Christina. And that's a really, really good question. Because as your business grows, you might find that you do need some help and assistance. So if you're not in a position to pay somebody, you're really going to be looking at a volunteer.
Yeah.
So I would say contact your local volunteer service. And most towns will have a volunteer bureau centre. Yeah. And we have one in Birmingham and in Walsall and in Sandwell, actually. So in all the 3 towns surrounding where I live, we've all got volunteer bureaus.
So they're all about everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. Most towns will have them. If you can't access a volunteer bureau, then you may be able to, there is a website which is set up by government, which is about finding volunteers, and volunteers can actually register on that site as well. So you've got that. But also contact your local job centre. Yeah. You know, if people looking for work experience, there may be opportunities there.
That's a good idea, actually, yeah.
But also ask through any social media pages that you have.
So powerful now.
Absolutely.
So powerful.
There may be somebody locally who is perhaps interested in learning techniques, who don't mind helping out for a couple of hours, you know, a week. So do visit those places. Now, if someone is working at your in your business, say for example at craft stalls, then you have to think about whether they are an employee. Right. Because, you know, employment means not only about the exchange of money, it could be goods and services. So you have to think carefully about, are they an employee? And if they are, you have to think about, you know, are you complying with being a good employer? And also, if they're working in your premises or their own premises, you've got health and safety matters to think about. So it's not impossible. And lots and lots of people actually grow their businesses to that point where they do actually need support and help. Yeah, of course. So it is possible to do, just got to sort of think of each sort of section along the way. There is things to think about. Brilliant. But yeah, don't let it put you off. There is support and information and help out there to help you to progress. Yeah. You know, lots of people progress to that point. I was going to say, because I can't imagine Christina's the only one who's ever been in this situation. So absolutely. Brilliant. You know, now, I think we've got a question from a text message. So Deborah in Surrey says, hi Angela, how many items would you need for a stall as a start-up business? That's a very good question. Yeah, very good question. Thank you, Deborah. You want to prep and be ready to go, don't you? Absolutely. I would say take as much as you possibly can, okay? And you know, I'm not going to put numbers and figures on that, but I would just say take as much as you can. Because what you want to do is to create a good looking, attractive display.
And variation.
And a variation. But what you don't want to do is fill your table so much that your customers can't see what's in front of them.
Yeah.
It all becomes jumbled. So I always say, take as much as you can, create a nice display, and keep stock under the table, or keep it hidden.
Oh yes, good idea.
So as pieces sell,
you can replenish
your stock.
Good
Because
idea.
the last thing you want is just to take a few pieces,
run out, be
you
like,
sell out
okay,
halfway.
bye.
Exactly. You know, and I know people that has actually happened to.
Yeah.
And they've had to leave the show early because they've got no stock.
No stock left because they've been more popular than they thought they might
Absolutely.
be.
So take as much as you can, but don't put it all out. Create a really attractive display.
Not crowded.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's a
Thank
really
you
good.
for that.
Yeah, that's a really good question. Thank you, Deborah. Shall we ask another question? Yeah, let's go. So I'm not sure who this is from because I don't think it's got it on yours, but it says, how do we go about, or can we even, make sure no one is allowed to use or copy a name, logo or signature design in jewellery or branding?
Okay, this is a very popular question, but it's also a very sensitive one.
Right.
Sometimes people, well, there are three areas out there that people need to be aware of. You've got copyright, you've got trademarks, and you've got patents, and the fourth one is intellectual property. Okay, so people will often say, I've created this design and I'm going to copyright it. Okay. Copyright applies to certain things, and the law is very clear what copyright applies to, and it's things like artistic work, not necessarily jewellery artistic work, but it might be sculptures and paintings. It applies to written work such as songs and poems.
Of course,
and things like that. I do have my list, and I will put this list on I know that it's going to go into the hub, or some of these points are going to go up on the hub, but I'll make sure this is included. It goes into books and leaflets and workbooks, so written material it applies to. Also photographic material, so sometimes I see people take a photograph of their work and then underneath they've put the symbols copyright, and that in effect is correct, because if they have taken that photo themselves
of their own work.
It's the photograph that is what is copywritten.
Right.
Okay, because it's an original, not the piece itself.
Right.
And we had this discussion on our course last time, because people felt that, you know, that somebody copied their design and all the rest of it. If you have an original piece of work, then you can register that either as a patent with the UK government. Okay? And what happens is it's a lengthy process. You have to go apply, you have to pay a fee. They do searches across the UK, across the world.
Make sure you haven't stolen it from anyone else. Yeah, quite.
Exactly. So what people often refer to as of copywritten a design, really they're talking about, you know, a patent on a design.
Right.
And a patent will often apply if, say, somebody has designed a clasp, for example, and it's got a very unusual mechanical spring or something like that, or they've designed a tool, and that's when you can apply for patent. But copyright is very, very different.
Okay.
It applies, as I say, to written work, artistic work.
Something that you can 100% see right in front of you
right.
and pass on. Yeah.
Absolutely, and it has to be original.
So it's the things you want to copyright then are things like your logo of you, if you've got a certain symbol that you use maybe on your work things, like say maybe tags or anything like that, that is very definitely distinctive to you, rather than going, this is my piece and that's it. That would be a patent idea.
Yeah. But then, I mean, in terms of copyright, what you'd have to do is, if you, for example, write a tutorial, then that patent, if you've written it yourself, copyright applies because it's, you know, it's a written piece
Yeah.
of work. Copyright does apply to other things such as, you know, music and computer programs and
Yeah.
things like that,
Yeah.
but it has to be original. In terms of logos, what I would say with logos is you can get a logo designed, okay, and you can get a logo by a graphic designer or even software. If you use a software package, what usually happens is they've lifted the copyright so you can use it.
Right.
They're saying you can use it. If you then use that and put your name on it, that's not a copyright because it's not original.
Right.
But if I'm working with somebody at the moment and we're using a graphic designer to design their logo from scratch, okay?
Yeah.
They're not using a piece of software or anything like that, they're designing it from scratch.
Right, yeah.
Then that is an original piece of work,
Yeah.
and that then can be copyrighted.
That can be then copyright. Brilliant. That's really helpful. Thank you very much. So you just have to make sure you know exactly what it is that you've got. Make sure it's an
Absolutely.
original, and then you can get it copyrighted.
That's right.
Cool. Yeah, let's just have a quick look. Let's do just while we're here, let's do this, because this was the one that Ali had a little look at. And I would imagine that this is invaluable to you.
My goodness.
I can't even imagine how you would get by without that in the first place.
You know, I looked at this when Phil showed me. I was so excited
Yeah.
about it, and I was like, "Why didn't I think of something like that?"
Yeah, exactly.
It's
exactly.
brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
So it's a bead smith, and that EZ must be for easy, surely. Necklace sizer, because how easy is that? It's incredible. It comes flat pack. All you do is just stick it off and put it together yourself, and you can have any length of necklace, whether you're doing 1 layer, 2 layer, 5 layers, knowing that each layer will perfectly sit right on the neckline, which is, you've got to have that kind, because especially if you're making for you or you're making to sell, you've got to go, this is a 12-inch necklace, this is a 24-inch necklace.
Yeah.
Otherwise you're like, well, it's about this, I don't really know.
Yeah. For me, it's perfect, because when you start selling your work and you want to create professional pieces,
Yeah.
as you say, you don't want to be selling the 20-inch and it actually comes up short as an 18-inch,
Yeah.
because that wouldn't be good.
Oops.
Or if it's too long. So with this, there is no guesswork. It takes the guesswork out of it.
Yeah, that's it, absolutely. And you
Absolutely
are
perfect.
perfect to the button there.
Absolutely.
I love the fact that it's got inches and centimetres, so we're rolling with the inches and the metric there as well. And lots and lots, £8.95.
It's also great, not just for adults, but also men's pieces.
Yeah, I
because
bet,
men
yeah.
will have a different neck size and a collar
Yeah.
size to women, but also children's pieces.
Of course.
Because it covers the
I know,
whole
because I was looking at these,
range.
because at the top you're like, it's actually really tiny.
Yeah.
But yeah, completely forgot you might want to make for kids.
Absolutely, but also if you're, for example, doing a bracelet for, say, somebody with a very large wrist,
Yes.
for example,
Oh, yeah, of course, that too.
you
Yeah.
could use that.
Yeah.
Perfect, love that.
That's it. £8.95 for that, making your life incredibly easy, making sure that everything is perfect.
Yeah, it's lightweight.
Yeah.
And so it's not going to take up much room. And does it fold down? Is it?
It comes as a flat.
Right.
But it's so lightweight. I guess you could put, so if I just spin that, as you can see there, so on the edging is a sticky, so you just take that off and you stick it together.
Okay.
I would imagine that if you do want to go back and forth with it, maybe don't take the sticky off, maybe put your own sticky on there so that you can keep replaying. Bit of Velcro.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's what I would do.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. I'll copyright that.
New invention.
Yeah.
Got a patent
That's
on
it,
that.
done. I'd put Velcro on it, and then if I wanted to take it to a stool, I just undo it and put it. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's going to be space saving as well.
Yeah. Brilliant.
But even if you do stick it together and you've got it in your workroom,
Yeah, that's
perfect.
it. Easy, isn't it? And I guess if you've got 1 or 2 done, you can then measure it up.
Yeah.
Lovely. Right, do we have another question? Do you want to do the bracelet version? Let's have a question. Have you got a text message question? Oh, yeah, let's do one of these. Again, not sure who this from. It says, my jewellery is selling, but I have sometimes difficulties convincing customers that they are real gemstones. Could you give me some advice on how you would deal with this, please?
Okay. Yeah, a couple of points to consider.
Yeah.
Download your
Certificate of authenticity. Yeah. There it is on the edge of the screen.
Yeah. So that's a great one to do. But also use your gem book, use your lure of gems, and have that open for your customers to see. So if a customer comes along and say, you know, the piece next to it has got some pearls in, and they're like, well, I don't believe that they're real, then, you know, you've got...
Deal with that, you go, oh, well, they are.
Yeah. Then, you know, you've got your book and you can just, you know, explain to them, you know, and take them to the correct page.
Yeah.
And, you know, if you're familiar with it, you know, that you might not want them to stand and read the whole of it, because really you want them
be there for a little while.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, but you can just point out a few facts about it. So, yeah.
You get a few, you can sell them on.
Absolutely, absolutely. But, yeah, it's about providing your customer with information,
of course,
so they can then make that informed decision.
Brilliant.
But also think about where you're selling your pieces, because if you're and also your pricing, because if, for example, you're trying to sell, say, you know, your pearl necklace for like, I don't know, £45, for example, in a school, you know, yes, your teachers may be interested, but, you know, in terms of the children, you know, is that the right audience?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, no. But if you've got £45 on it, and it's, say, for example, at a county fair, okay, then people are more likely to believe that the price that you're asking for it and the scenario and the setting where you are selling it, it's more realistic.
Amazing, isn't it? That makes a difference. Tanya says, I make a little card with all the information from the authenticity card, also some information about the gemstone as well. How lovely.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
That's really just a little taster of what the gem's about.
Absolutely. I mean, I do that with one of the ranges that I have, and I call them little romance cards, and it's just a tiny little card with all my business contact details in, but a little bit about each gemstone that I use. So you can hand that out to your customer so they, you know, become informed of the beauty of the gems that you're using.
Absolutely. Brilliant. Do you have any text questions? Oh, we've got a question about the necklace, Anna. If you haven't got Velcro, you could fix it together with masking tape that can be removed. I would, says Joe. Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, that is a good idea. Aisha says, thank you, Angela. That was my question, as I'm designing a jewellery collection that, of course, I don't want to get copied.
Yeah. Well, as I say, you know, in terms of copying, you know, if you're taking photographs of your work, then it's the photograph that would have the copyright. And copyright is automatic if it's an original piece of work as well. So even if you forgot to put, you know, copyright, and it's original, and you could prove that that was yours, then you're okay.
So you don't need to have to. So when it's copyright, though, do you have to go and get it officially said that this is copyright?
No. Okay, so for example, I write a lot of my own material. Okay, the fact that I've written it and it's original, copyright applies. Okay, you don't have to send it off anywhere. It doesn't have to be stored. Yes, there are companies that will offer you a service whereby you can send it off and they can store it and all the rest of it. No, you don't have to do that. Cool. Yeah, it's implied by the fact that you have created that original piece of work. Right. I guess it's then just proving who was first. Yeah. So, for example, if I take, say, my example, say I've written these notes. Yeah. Okay. A copyright applies to me because I've written them. But if I wanted to be really stringent to them, you could send it to yourself and have it. The postmark in a court of law can act as proof. Active proof that was your original. That's your time bracket. Yeah, exactly. Cool. Exactly. Very nice indeed. We've got another question. Customer says, hi Angela, great jewellery as always. Wanted to ask, what is the best site to go to get onto for liability insurance? Okay, there are, I don't know whether I can mention a few places, but there are, if you search in your, you know, search engine, and you search public liability insurance, there are a number of sites that can offer you that insurance.
For me, whenever I look for anything, reviews for me are a massive, massive thing, and I think that will occur with anything like that. What means something to you and matters to you.
Yeah.
Check all the reviews, because they always have them now, whether it's FIFO, whether it's just reviews on their pages, whether it's a Stargate system or however it is. I would always sort of say, check those reviews, because people are very quick to go, that didn't work for me, didn't like it. So you'll always see, and I always think if something is really good and someone's made the effort to say it's really good, if someone takes time out of their day, because people always love to complain, don't they?
Absolutely.
But if someone actually took time out of their day and went, it's so good, I would totally recommend it, then it's probably pretty good.
Absolutely. But the thing to remember with insurance is it's personal.
Of course.
Okay, because your insurance is going to be based on you as the craft person, the designer, the maker, the business owner, and your product and your service. Yeah, so it's always going to be personal. So I would always recommend to shop around. Always shop around for your insurance. And that probably brings us nicely to a point that, we had a question in on insurance.
We did.
So there are a number of insurances that you need to think about, okay? And one of them is your public liability insurance. This insurance is most people will know that they need this insurance, okay? And this insurance is to cover you against third-party accidents and incidences. It will protect the public as well if say somebody fell over and broke a leg or something. But
tripped over a necklace.
But also your organiser, your craft fair or events organiser require this insurance, because if you was to cause damage to their building or anything like that, you are protected. So never ever trade without having public liability insurance. Okay. Now at the same time, so your organiser will ask you for that. What they won't necessarily ask you for is product liability insurance, and you need this insurance as well. Okay, your product liability insurance will protect you against faulty goods. So for example, if somebody bought a pair of earrings from you and their ear went funny and it caused them personal injury and damage, then you will be protected. Okay, even if you didn't manufacture that product. Okay. So if you're making your jewellery, you are technically manufacturing your product. But even if you bought your findings, or you bought a finished piece of jewellery and you sold it on, as the seller, you are still responsible.
Liable.
So you must get your product liability insurance. Now when you go to buy your public liability, your insurer will oftentimes offer you product liability insurance as well. Okay, so do take those out. If they don't offer you product liability, ask them for it, and they should be able to ask. And just one other quick point on this is get as much cover as you possibly can. Now most insurances will, the basic cover is $1 million. Now $1 million sounds like a lot, but in this day and age of claims, then it's not really.
No, it's not as much as you perhaps would think it would be.
Exactly. But if you are, say, doing events, say like with your local council or with some of the large venues, they may require cover of between 5 and 10 million. Okay. Now, the more cover you have doesn't necessarily mean the more expensive your cover is going to cost.
Okay, that's interesting.
So, a couple of years ago, I'd had £1 million of cover, and it cost me £69.
Okay.
Last year and this year, I've got 10 million worth of cover, but it's cheaper. It's cost me £49.
Amazing.
So shop around.
Shop around
for your insurance.
Definitely shop about.
Yeah.
We're just going to just do this just to nip in. So this is very, very similar to the necklace, which were the necklace sizer, which was incredibly popular. In fact, I think, did it sell out? Indeed, it's sold out. We've now got the bracelet, and it goes from bracelets all the way to anklets, which is brilliant. Goes on all those different sizes, from these teeny little wee ones up here, which I would imagine if you're making wish bracelets for tiny little kids, babies,
christening bracelets as well for babies.
That's
and
it.
children.
I've got a little christening bracelet at home, and it's like about this big.
Yeah.
It's so teeny, which is perfect. So it goes all the way down to anklets, because obviously everybody's different. Everybody's body is a different size. So £6.95, there you go, an absolute must. And the fact that it's got it in centimetres, it's got it in inches, and every single one will be perfect. I'm guessing as well you can measure up the person, make it really personal. So if somebody comes to you or comes to your stall or something like that, you go, right, let me measure your wrist, let me make this bespoke for you.
Yes.
Measure up their wrist, and you go, okay, that's that size, so with a clasp as well, I need to go here. Brilliant, there you go, that will fit you perfectly.
Yeah, absolutely. And sometimes it is about that personalised service, and offering a bespoke service and made-to-measure service.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah, and now with this, you could do made-to-measure bracelets, because, you know, whilst the average wrist for a woman, or average bracelet size, is about 7 inches, women vary.
Of course they do. Everybody varies.
Exactly. Somebody might have a larger wrist or a smaller wrist, but to know that, you know, if somebody orders a size 8 or 8.5, you can make that perfectly now.
Yeah, and I love the fact, because, okay, so maybe there is an average for an adult. By the time you hit 21 or 25 or whatever, you should maybe be around this size, but maybe you want to make for teenagers, little kids, babies. Maybe you do want to make anklets, and maybe that's for young adults, and then going up to adult. Everybody, you change throughout your life as well, not just through your. So brilliant. So you say that's sold out. Well done. There's 100 of them, and they just went, gone.
I've got to get that next time.
Yeah, next time.
Next time.
It's down left for you, Angela. I'm ever so sorry.
Wonderful.
Are we asking more questions? Oh, have you got? Do you want to bring one in? Yes. Here we go. Oh, how do I text the studio, please? Oh, that's on the web. I was like, you've just texted. No, you need to send a text message to 60777. Do we have the little thing come in? Let's bring it in. There we go. So send your message to 60777. Please make sure you start your message with JM Studio. That way we get it here in the studio straight away. It gets sort of filtered over to us. So 60777 is the number to send it to. And send it to, and make sure you put JM Studio at the beginning. Glad I could help. Leslie says, JM Studio, I found with insurance that a lot of companies will not insure you if you sell earrings. So you have to make sure you're covered.
Okay, well, that's interesting. Thank you for that comment, Leslie. That's not something I've personally
come across. Oh, well.
Okay, so you know, that's interesting. But definitely do your research. Search different companies and find something that's going to suit you. Just one other quick point I want to make about your insurance is, if you're selling online, do make sure that you're adequately covered. If you're selling online, you will still need your product liability insurance.
Still need that one, if nothing else.
If nothing else, you still need product liability. But also just take your public liability at the same time, because most of them come together. Yeah. Because you might decide to do the odd show or the odd party throughout the year. So yeah, do make sure that you get it. But also, think about the type of insurance you get, because if you're selling, say, diamonds and pearls, your online insurance, absolutely, the level of cover that you need may be very different to if you're just selling tutorials, for example.
Of course.
Yeah. So definitely explore when you're selling online the different types of cover that you can have, and so that you're fully protected.
It's like going on holiday, isn't it? Whether you're just going to lay around a pool or if you're going to go skiing down a mountain.
Yeah,
makes a difference, doesn't it?
absolutely.
Angela says, great show, so informative. Do all the things Angela has talked about apply if you only sell online? Sorry if we already covered this, but I missed the start. That's very well linked into what you just said, I think.
Yeah, well, thank you very much, Angela, for your question. No, it doesn't apply if you're selling online. If you're selling face-to-face at stalls, events, school fetes, if you're doing bespoke work and you're working one-to-one on consultation basis with your customers, if you're doing parties, if you are selling at all any of your pieces in any scenario, you must have insurance.
Brilliant.
Well, I say you must have insurance. It's not a legal requirement.
Right, but you'd be a bit crazy not to.
But it is highly recommended.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Have we got time for more? Yep. Oh, Margaret says, hi ladies, what's the best way to present yourself when you are doing craft fairs?
Okay, thank you, Margaret. I'm not quite sure what angle you're thinking about, because you can present yourself in different ways.
Does that not depend on what type of jewellery you're selling?
It could be, but also you as a person.
Yeah.
So I'll try and look at that from a different angle. But I would always say to people, it doesn't matter how fabulous your jewellery is. You could create the most gorgeous jewellery. You could have it at the perfect price. If you are not able to communicate with your customer and build rapport, and if you are not friendly,
so rather than what you look like, it's going to be how you portray yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, always wear your own jewellery.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
You are your best advert, aren't you?
Absolutely, absolutely. Always wear your own pieces, because that says to your customer that you trust your own work.
Yeah.
Okay, don't ever be seen with anybody else's jewellery or any other brand. Wear your own.
While you're working,
While you're working, yeah. Always be smart, but always be approachable.
Yeah.
So sometimes, you know, when I coach people, they say, well, you know, for whatever reasons they've not got their sales. I'm like, actually, what are you doing whilst you're waiting for that customer? They might be eating, they might be chatting to the next store holder, they might be on their phone or reading a book. Sorry. So when I coach them and I say, well, actually, you've got to always be looking out for that customer.
Absolutely.
And if you can, stand up. Always try and stand up, because that shows straight away that you're open and you're welcoming. And always be relaxed and have a smile on your face. Because that says to your customer, you are ready to do business.
Absolutely. If
you're playing on your phone or head down there, or you're falling asleep or reading a book, that says to your customer,
they're not really that bothered.
Interested. Yeah. No, it's just a day out and they're having a snooze. Be ready for business.
Yeah.
So always stand, always be alert, always be aware. Now, some people say that they make jewellery whilst
I think that's a nice idea.
It is, but if you do that, make sure that you have somebody else with you.
Right.
Because if you imagine you're in the middle of doing some, you know, your kumihimo or something, and, you know, you're really involved in it, and your customer is stood there, and you've ignored them because...
for about 10 minutes.
Right, you're going to lose the sale. Yeah, but also if you're working and you put it down, or you're in the middle of firing something, or doing something, and you serve your customer and you come back to it, you know, it's about picking it up.
Yeah.
So lots of people do that, but often they will have somebody else
with them
who can serve customers. Because I know it's happened to me, and I've sort of gone somewhere and they're sort of busy making, and I'm like, you're busy, I'll come back.
Right, okay.
And what that says is, I ain't coming back.
I'm not coming back.
You're busy, I'll go to the next customer.
Yeah, that's it.
There's lots of things that you can do to attract your customer and to keep your customer with you.
Yeah. Quite, that's it. Keeping them engaged is the best way to do it, isn't it?
But always be open and friendly and welcoming. You know, I always have an opening line of, how are you? How are you today?
An open-ended question.
Absolutely.
That's it,
you know, if they've got kids, say, oh, how old are your kids? My son is, you know, whatever age. Or, oh, I love your handbag. You know, it's about getting that conversation going.
Absolutely, there is a knack to it.
And then drawing people in.
That's it, absolutely. Let's have a little look at these while we are here. We have got 3, well, I'm presuming, have we got just a carat weight? It's a carat weight. Look at these. These are amazing. 350 carats worth of black banded agate. I just love all that gorgeous detail around the outside.
Wow, that's stunning.
I mean, the size of them are amazing. So you could get, let's grab a couple more, you could get probably, I reckon these are probably the least you get, maybe 3, maybe 5 of them you might get, just depends on the size and the shape of them. So they're definitely oval cabochons, just depending on how large those ovals are. Look, so they're different as well, they're beautiful. So 350 carats worth of black banded agate. Whenever I see cabochons, it A, makes me want to learn how to wire wrap, and secondly, you just have to be aware that there are so many different mediums in which you could work with cabochons.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, when I work with cabochons, I mean, I love cabochons, and I've got a range in a range in my business. And what I do is I set a love message on the back.
Oh, how gorgeous!
And then I put 2 layers of resin on the back.
Oh, I love that idea.
And then put a bail on it.
Wow.
So for me, I'm getting all the beauty of the stone, because I think they're just gorgeous as they are. And then set with a love message on the back.
Oh, I love, and you can make that so personal
as well. Make it so personal. And for me, in my business, they are a really, 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 really good seller.
I bet they are. Whether it's a message, whether it's a date, an anniversary, a photograph.
Of a loved one.
Oh, I love that idea.
Yeah. So, you know, whilst wire wrapping is gorgeous and it looks really lovely, there are so many things that you can do.
Ways.
And for me, but also popping it on some backing fabric and putting, and just stitching some beads around it is gorgeous. And you could even put your love message on the back of the fabric as well. Of course
you could. You could even embroider it on the back.
Absolutely. So many things you can do with cabochons.
Oh, it's a gorgeous idea. Love that idea. Never even thought of that. That's brilliant. $9.95, 350 carats worth of your black banded agate at just $9.95.
And with the agate, the resin, it does pull back from the edges, but you just got to keep teasing it out. Okay. And it will
get there
beautifully.
Oh,
beautifully.
That is a wonderful idea.
Yeah, I do it a lot with the like the big large one, and have it on a long chain so it sits around the middle. And have the love message on there.
Oh, that is so cute. That's a really fab idea.
Yeah,
really fab idea.
For me, they are so popular.
Oh, I
and you
bet.
can make them. You can personalise them as well.
They would make amazing gifts for someone, wouldn't they? Like if someone came to you and like, I'd like this as a personal message, and then that becomes their gift to somebody else.
Yeah. You could also do, you know, for new mum and have a photograph of the baby set on the back.
Cute. Super
so
cute.
Many things you could do with that.
Amazing. So $9.95. Nice to be that nice sort of striking black as well. Lots of detail to it at just $9.95, 350 carats worth. Now, I would like to do one more question, if that's all right. And I quite like this question because unless you're kind of quite, I imagine this is quite difficult to deal with. My question is, I was at craft fair and a lady picked up a pendant. She was turning it over and admiring the colours and dropped it. The pendant split in half. She apologised, but didn't have to pay for it, walked off. Should I have asked her to pay for it?
I would. Everybody's different. Yeah. But I personally would. I would ask, because if you went into a shop and, you know, somebody broke, you know, your jewellery, they would be expected to pay. Yeah, whether or not the customer would pay is another matter.
That's true.
And how you then dealt with that is, you know, there's different options for dealing with that, but certainly I would ask. So thinking about that question, what I've done is I've done a little sign, because you know me, I'm always encouraging you to look at your signage, and on this one I would put something around the idea of, you know, enjoy our handmade jewellery and you're welcome to try it or handle it, but on the bottom, any damages must be paid for. Yeah.
So there's no quibbles about that at all.
Absolutely. You know, or the other option is you can ask, pop a sign and ask to let customers know that if they want to try or handle things, to ask you, and then you can pop it on them, you know. So there are ways around it, but as I say, for me, I certainly would be asking. But along that line, think about what insurance you have got that would cover you
any of that anyway.
For breakages and damages. Because if your customer refused, they refused to pay for it, maybe depending on what insurance you've got. Now, bear in mind, we've only covered public and product liability insurance, and we've touched on online insurance, and there are other insurances that you might want to consider. But also think about what insurances you can have, or the insurances that you've currently got, would they cover you for that? But also, if you've got your very delicate high-end pieces, say you've got your diamonds, your pearls, your very high-end pieces, think about where you position them on your tabletop.
Not right in the corner on the edge, I would imagine.
Exactly, you know, not on the front. Because, you know, it's happened to me, you know, things have slipped off, they've fallen on the floor, somebody comes along and it's like, you know.
Devastating.
Exactly. So think about where you position your products. And I would say that your more valuable pieces in a glass cabinet, because somebody on the website mentioned that, I'm sorry, I didn't make a note of your name, but I know that they mentioned that they have a glass storage case that they bought from us here, and they put all their high-end pieces in that, so it is protected. So you could do that. Also have them at the back, have them near you, and then if people want to try them on, then instead of just handing it over, you go round and you put it on them and stay with the piece until they decide.
Yeah, that's it.
Because again, if you just have all your diamonds, rubies, sapphires on the front row, and they're high end, and they get lost or stolen, and you want to claim on your insurance is going to be asking questions of you. And
where did you put them?
Exactly. So again, apply a degree of common sense, because if you say you just had them dangling over the front, then, you know,
please take me on it.
Exactly. So, you know, so do think carefully about where you position your work.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely. So that's great. If we will have some more questions a little bit later on, so do feel free to keep sending those in. 60777 is the text message number, and then just make sure you start your message with JM Studio, or you can message on the web or drop it on my Facebook page, because I think Phil is checking those as well. Right then, we are going to go for a short break. When we return, we have got lots more goodies. We're going to be asking lots more questions. We'll have another kit for you as well with another demo, so do not go anywhere. We'll see you all in a moment.
The fastest way to shop with Jewellery Maker is by going to our website. Just click on the sign up button. Once you've filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking the Watch Live button on the front page. You can also use our Refine tool and narrow down your search. Once you've found an item that you like, just simply click on the Buy Now button and the item will be added to your basket. Don't forget, you can add as many items to your basket per day and still only pay 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker.
My name's Karen Rowe. I've been on the wire mesh workshop with Gemma Crow. This is the first time I've touched mesh. I didn't know how to use it. I'd got no confidence at all, and Gemma has been so patient and helpful, and I've actually managed to make a couple of projects which I feel really proud of and know I was capable of achieving, so I'm really pleased with the outcome, and I would recommend it to anyone.
Join guest designer Alison Tarry on her Wire Brooches DVD. Get creating stunning designs in no time at all, as Alison guides you through a step-by-step guide to create these fantastic designs. The easy-to-follow steps shown on the DVD will make you feel like you have your own personal tutor and will show you the best techniques to get you started. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order for just 50p and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates for items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from the Genuine Gemstone Company.
We here at Jewellery Maker love to hear your feedback. So working in conjunction with FIFO, a global ratings and reviews provider, when you purchase a product from JM, you'll receive an email asking you to rate our service and our products. This helps us to bring you excellent customer service and ensure we're bringing you value for money and high quality goods. Have your say with Jewellery Maker FIFO reviews.
Welcome back to Design Inspiration. Now, we've had quite a few comments about this piece. This has been created by Sue, one of our budding beaders, and you even said you can't keep your eyes off it, can you? I think it's amazing.
I think Sue's a fabulous designer.
Fabulous
she really
designer,
is.
yeah.
Very wearable pieces that has got the wow factor.
But for me, because we see the strands, and I said I love this really nice, bright, vibrant pink, gorgeous detail to it. I love that almost sort of marble effect that goes from the pinks through to the whites. Ah, just tuned in. Can we take a look at the triple necklace on the right of our screens? Love Tracy, there it is. And for me, it's taking those particular strands that might instantly fit into one kind of bracket and completely taking it to another level.
Yeah.
These are amazing because these are the strands, and I love them. As soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, they're really fun, they're really bubbly, they're nice and bright, but I wouldn't have necessarily thought of this.
Absolutely.
But for me, that takes it, like you say, it's wearable. It can be for anybody. I love this boho look. I don't think I'd have ever thought sort of these bubblegum pinks to go boho, but my word, it looks amazing.
Absolutely, and you know, for me, I'm not necessarily a pink girl, but I would so wear that.
I would so wear that as well.
I think Sue is, honestly, she's a brilliant designer and I love her work.
Yeah.
And that for me is just stunning.
Brilliant to have all those different sizes in there as well. So we have got, this is shaded pink colour dyed quartz, and I love that each one is shaded. Not that it's a shade amongst the strands, each one is shaded.
Yeah.
And I love that sort of, it's almost like a spray paint marble effect, which is amazing. These come in 6, 8 and 10 mil, which creates detail, which creates sort of structure in your designs. It just mixes it up a little bit. So these 3 strands, which you can see are incredibly $7.95. Now I've got a bit of lapis lazuli here. I'm thinking if you wanted to mix those up together, that changes the look again.
Absolutely. It adds depth to it now. Yeah.
Oh, we've got, these colours are beautiful. What if I put a little bit of blue with that?
Yeah.
That looks
gorgeous.
great. That sort of mixes up. Maybe you might want to go with a bit of lapis after, so we go through those sort of colours.
Yeah.
Or maybe, they are so incredibly versatile. If you want to go with a nice bright proper colour, I just think these are brilliant, and I loved them as soon as I saw these really lovely colours.
Yeah.
But I don't think without seeing, it's very difficult to sort of picture, isn't it, what it might look like with a different look. But that boho chic look with those colours, I don't think I'd ever put that two together, but they look amazing.
And it looks expensive.
It looks incredibly expensive.
Yeah, it looks very expensive. Love that.
Oh, yes, Michelle says ages away, but they're great for Valentine's Day. It can't be a romantic, can you, Michelle? Love it. I just think these are fab. This for me, you could wear, okay, let's go with Michelle. You can wear it for Valentine's, absolutely. You could wear it for festivals, for summer, over maxi dresses, but then it would look great, I think, over knitwear as well, because it's nice and bright. You could put it over layers. I think it's fab. I absolutely love that.
It would
Can I
look-
try it on? Yeah, I would love to try it on.
It would
And
look
then
great
just run
at
out the
weddings,
studio.
for wedding piece as well, and beachwear. So many uses.
Hold up. Oh.
All you need now is the
I
big.
feel like I'm someone out the 20s.
Yeah, you just need the big sunglasses and the handbag
and a big hat.
and the big hat, and your job
I'm like
done.
a movie star.
Oh, that is
Get me
honestly.
to Hollywood. I
that's
love
stunning.
this. I don't want to take it off. I just think that's amazing. Oh, it's so gorgeous. And what a great inspiration as well. Such a
Yeah.
great inspiration. And actually looking at it, if you were to look at all the components, it's been linked together. Then there's just sort of, there's loops through the gemstones. So she's created like an eye. I'm going to sneeze, I'm really sorry. Excuse me, so sorry. Oh, bless you. Gary's like, I tried to set the mic out, cut to the other camera, so many buttons. I just think this is so beautiful.
It's boutique chic.
Oh, isn't it?
You know, I mean, Sue, I think I'm going to be, using that design in my own
every
collection.
time like that. Right, where's Sue's designs?
Yeah.
Sue needs her own, like the budding beaders. I have to say, the budding beaders need their own, like, little photograph section on the Facebook
Yeah.
page. They definitely do, because they make amazing pieces.
They do. Absolutely stunning. I love that. I could see that, as I say, in a boutique.
Oh.
A very high price, probably even to 3 figures even, and selling all day, every day.
Oh yeah,
Love
this would
that.
fly, because these sorts of pieces cover so many different people. Because you might look at that and you might go, okay, it's quite girly, it's quite pink. Okay, right, that's your market there.
Yeah.
But actually, no, not
absolutely.
at all. Not even a little tiny bit. Because as soon as you see it, something like this, you
Yeah.
go, oh, hold on a minute. We go from ladies at lunch with the big hats,
Yeah.
the clutch bag and the big sunglasses, well away, to you could go to festivals with the lovely flowers in your hair, off to wherever.
Yeah.
Glastonbury, Reading, wherever you're off to. And then you've got really fun. You could do it over knitwear.
Yeah.
And you've still got that girly approach if you want to create like that.
I could see me wearing that on a night out.
Yes,
I really
please.
could.
But that's great, isn't it? Just a night out with the girls,
Yeah.
down wherever it is you're going, dinner. It just adds something.
Yeah, even to the office.
Yeah.
That would work.
I love that.
I love the colours in it, and I
Yeah.
love the design, and I think the combination of that is very, very potent.
Oh yeah, I
Love
just
the
love
colours,
it.
yeah.
Don't even
Yeah.
want to take it off. Just want to mind my mic. There we go. Oh, that is absolute. Sue, you are a legend.
Yeah.
If you're watching, an absolute legend. Let's leave this on the table and have it as inspiration. Oh, so stunning, isn't it? Oh, love it. Right, there we go. Right, where are we going? Yes, now, I'm looking at this and now I'm thinking you could have the same sort of approach.
Absolutely.
Without a doubt, and so nice to have those warming colours and those cooling colours in those strands.
Yeah.
I just see amazing. Those you could mix up. You want to go a bit more high end, put a bit of lapis in there as well.
I mean, you could get 2 or 3 of those bundles.
Yeah.
Okay, and create 4. Is it 4 there?
It
4
is,
strands,
yes.
yeah. So if you got 2 bundles, you would have enough to create each design of that necklace in the 4 different colours. How fabulous
love
would
it.
that be? Because all of
Absolutely
those
love
colours
it.
would work perfectly with that design.
Yeah. Oh, yes, of course
Yeah.
they would. And you, for me, because this is quite new to me and still learning all the time, that you have to look a bit past what you're actually seeing, if that makes sense. So
Yeah.
you could do it, because this is gorgeous. You could have them all twisted together. You just put wire in there, twist them all together, and that could be the base of a necklace. You could do kumahimo, perhaps wax wire cone, kumahimo up
Yeah.
the top. Have that as your base piece. Mix those colours. I just think those colours all together. But you could go with a little black dress
Yeah.
And that pop of colour would be amazing.
Absolutely.
Because not everybody wants to wear colour in their clothes. Some
No.
people don't feel confident enough to wear colours in their clothes, or they just like a very sort of classic look.
Yeah.
But fashion often dictates. So fashion at the moment that's just come in, they've just had some of the fashion weeks come in, they've done some, and they're coming into sort of the autumn winter look. Primary colours and big bold colours are still in fashion.
Yeah. Very much so.
Very much so. Their catwalks are full, absolutely full of big block colours, yellows, reds, blues. That's the colours that are out there at the moment. So if you want to add colour into your pieces, do it in your jewellery. Should be at 1980. But you're taking it to £9.95, just cutting that in half. Philippe,
That's good.
are you allowed? £9.95, that's brilliant. I love these colours.
Wow.
Absolutely love these colours. And you're right, we could go from anything from this sort of boho chic look to kids.
Absolutely, and everything else in between.
Yeah.
You know, because sometimes, you know, we look at those bright colours and we automatically think children's jewellery
Yeah.
and children's accessories, which, you know, you can do, but the design and whatever components you put in with that can turn it into an elegant piece.
I love that. You could even wear it on the school run
Yeah.
with a maxi dress. I've heard this rumour that you have to be looking...
Yeah.
Why would you not want to look good on a school run? It's where everyone talks, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I don't know, I don't have kids, but I
mean, even going down to my corner shop, I've
absolutely
got to look good.
You know, as soon as you don't, you'll meet somebody.
Yeah.
Sue's design is gorgeous. Could be 3 separate necklaces. Yes. Do you know what I love about that as well? Is you could have, you know, little lobster claw clasp, a little bolt clasp, and bolt them all on and loop them, and you could always loop them all up to the top, and then you could have 3 separate necklaces, wear them together, build them up, take them back down again. Yes. £9.95. These colours are so beautiful. So beautiful. Oh, yes, this is what I would do. I'm so sure this is what I would do. Or the bubble style necklace, which is always really popular. It's even really popular in like boutique shops, and I love all those colours together. They're so much fun. Earrings to match. Just use the cooler colours if you want, the warmer colours. Oh, £9.95 for 4 strands is definitely a way to get going, isn't it?
And even if you know, were new to jewellery and wanted to do something really, you know, simple and introductory, put them on, make stretches with them.
Like that, stacker bracelets.
Yeah, stack of bracelets, stretches.
Yeah.
You can't get any simpler than that.
Can't, can you?
You know? That's gorgeous. Even stacked together like that, it's lovely.
Yeah, it's all those colours together, they just go so well together.
And they'd make great pieces for gents as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then my son would be after, you know, those bright colours, you know, to go with his, you know, matching trainers and
that's
you know,
it.
the matching t-shirts and stuff. Yeah, definitely.
It's the way to roll. Well done if you managed to grab those. They are absolutely beautiful, and you will not be disappointed at all when you get those home, because they are lush. Right, let's put them there. Yes. Oh, now which 3? These ones, the drops? Is it the one you mean? No. Yes. Right, let's have a look at these. These are gorgeous. So it's 95 carats of the clear quartz in each strand. Irregular plain drops that go from 5x3 to 10x4. Thank you very much, Phil, bringing that back for me. So 3 strands there at 95 carats each. These are beautiful. Do you find as well that the clearer gemstones, well, I always say that they go with everything, which is wonderful. Just stock up and stash up on the clear ones and black ones, because they'll go with so many different things. Do you find that when you're talking, because you were saying things need to be wearable, things need to be versatile, do you find that these sell better, or?
Yeah, for me personally, I include a lot of the clear quartz in bridal pieces.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
Because it gives that luminosity, that lightness, that sparkle.
Yeah.
So for me, I like to use them in bridal pieces. But for every day, I've got a necklace and it's my personal necklace.
Yeah.
And I've used clear quartz with the biwa pearls, the long drop pearls, and it just gives it such brightness and lightness and a lift, and every time I
Yeah,
wear it,
yeah.
people are like, wow, what's that sparkle? So yeah, it's so versatile, but even on their own, as I'm looking at them there, gorgeous.
Beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, really, really lush. I think if you wanted to mix those with pearls, they would go incredibly well.
Yeah. But also sometimes, you know, if people are buying as gifts, they might not know what colours their friends and
That's
family
very true,
might
yeah.
like. So you cannot go wrong with a clear quartz. You just can't go wrong.
No, so definitely wants to stack
Yeah.
up and stash up. We should be £11.85p. So we're already really good, I think.
Yeah.
Already really good for a versatile, beautiful. And you say bridal wear, this kind of design, £7.95 for all 3 strands. Yeah, this kind of shape, I think, really suits that bridal look
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah,
Hair
definitely.
vines, hair pieces,
Yeah. Yeah.
tiaras,
Yeah.
flowers. Oh, endless.
Yeah.
Endless.
Yeah, gorgeous, gorgeous. You know, and sometimes people, because quartz is popular, people know it.
Yeah.
And also people like the clarity of it.
Yeah.
Because people will have, if they're into their, you know, holistic beliefs, their spiritual beliefs, their myths and legends around the gemstones, that clarity will often link with them
Yeah.
in terms of the clarity of the gem, the clarity of their, you know, the pureness, the
Yeah.
thoughts, the light. So it's got so many different meanings and sit well with so many different people for different reasons.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the beauty of it is whether you want to mix it with pearls or whether you want to mix it with a bright gemstone, it will go with anything. Plus the light is able to bounce around in that gem, fly back out and will reflect and almost absorb on that colour, which is what I love about that. It does sort of enhance whatever gemstone you put with it. So if you're looking at more high-end pieces like pearls, like sort of the coloured gemstones, maybe emeralds or sapphires, this will go incredibly well with it, but it's so versatile. Put it with a pop of colour and it looks just as great.
But also, for me, having that in the stash is great because it's clear, it will stretch your gemstones. Whatever gems you use with it,
Yeah.
you'll get more because of that lightness, that space, the clarity. You can use them as spacers in
Yep.
between all your other
Yeah,
gems.
that's it, absolutely. They will go with absolutely anything. This is the time to stock up when you're seeing not 1, not 2, but 3 strands at £7.95. That is a must to go grab that one when it will go with anything. Right, let's pop that back on there. Whoop. What should we do? What should we do? Oh yeah, oh yeah, this was lush. This is absolutely beautiful. Now, as soon as I saw this, it's the facets that fly out at you. They are faceted rounds, which is 3 to 4 mil, so just a very subtle but lovely graduation in that piece. 20 carats worth of peridot. Peridot itself is bright, it's vibrant, it's got a lovely glow in it as well, but my word, those facets are absolutely beautiful. Look at that, how stunning. It's a gemstone that's so citrusy, it's so bright, it's so fresh. I just think it's stunning. It's completely natural in its colour, and those, oh, look at that. Those facets just allow that gemstone to come alive, I think. God, this is so beautiful. Oh, £12.95. Not today. Lots of people there already happy with that £12.95. Oh, £8.95. Yes, please, is all I can say about that. Yes, I'm loving these with these. The blues and the greens.
Those would also be perfect. That size is perfect if you were wanting to embroider or stitch around a cabochon.
Talking about cabochons, weren't
Yep.
we, earlier? Yes.
Yep.
Actually, can I grab one? Is that okay? Thank you very much. Let's just grab one of these, just because I think those sort of darker colours. Let's grab one on with that sort of soutached round. Oh yes. I don't know if can you get that? How beautiful would that look? You're so right. Put that on backing fabric, and just stitch those all the way around. It completely changes the look of it.
Gorgeous, absolutely stunning. I mean, any of the birthstones, I would always say, if you're selling, get in.
Yeah.
Because especially in the run up to Christmas, yes, we all know that it's August birthstone and that was last month, which is fine. But if people are buying as Christmas presents, birthstones will always sell.
Of course.
So if somebody's buying a Christmas present for their loved one whose birthday was last month, you've got the gemstone there, so you can offer, you know, to make pieces for Christmas.
For relevant to that person, yeah, absolutely. Just because that birthstone is never going to change for that particular person, no matter where you are in the year. That birthstone is always relevant to that person.
Absolutely. But also, if you're, a lot of designers and a lot of people who sell work in advance. So, you know, they might be working on their, you know, New Year collection, their spring collection now. Then how perfect are those for creating that fresh springtime look?
Yeah, for sure. But green is sort of Mother Nature's almost start colour, I always think, from fields to grass to sort of stems on flowers, and I just think the green will go with absolutely any gemstone, any colour that you want to put it with. But how high end is this? And you've taken it to £8.95. Should have been at nearer the £13 mark. We've taken it to £9. It's a definite must. That is beautiful. Even with the pink on that necklace. Yeah, you could intertwine that in there somewhere. I think someone was asking about the back of the necklace. Yeah, all she's done. Lynette says, can you see the back, please? Yeah, all she's done is link them onto a toggle clasp and done. Ta-da! Everyone's like that. I want to take that home with me. That is amazing. Really, really gorgeous. Right, keep checking that peridot out. Well done if you have already. Yes, let's do this. Love all these bundles. This is amazing. So we've got beautiful moonstone. I'm picking up colour on there. Ooh, we're looking at rainbow moonstone. Yeah, I've got colour on those. So we have got it's 50 carats worth in each strand, so we've got 150 carats worth of rainbow moonstone. They're graduated, irregular plain ovals. What is the beauty of having so many of the same gemstone?
Okay, so it gives you consistency in your design. So if you were doing a necklace, for example, coming back to Sue's necklace on the bust, she's used rounds, but if you wanted to use that graduated, that oval shape, you've got that consistency. Yeah. So having multiple strands will allow that. But also, if you want to do say like you've done one piece, it's proved really popular, you've got another couple of strands so that you can repeat that design.
Yeah, definitely. Or something you were talking about, wearing your own jewellery, being your own advert. Maybe you create a piece with one strand and then somebody comes up and goes, oh yeah, I really like the one you're wearing. Let's get that colour, because there is a full rainbow in there. We can, there it is, can you see it? Yeah. And I just think if you're wearing it and you're an advert, people go, oh, that looks nice. Where'd you get that from? You go, oh, I made that actually. Yeah. Oh, I've got enough so I could make you one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice for friends. I always think that, even if you don't sell jewellery, if you don't do anything, if you're wearing a piece and someone goes, oh, goodness, that is lovely, and you go, all right, log it.
Yeah.
Comes to their birthday, Christmas.
Absolutely.
I'll make one similar.
But also, if you're doing, as you say, friends or family members. Yeah. So, for example, I recently did some pieces for my nieces. I've got lots of nieces, but for my 3 nieces, and I did them all the same design and gave them as gifts. So none was any different from the other. And it was really nice because then they felt unified.
Yeah, absolutely.
The same piece.
Yeah, that's it. £6.95. You just sneak that in at £6.95. So we have got 3 lots of 50 carats worth of rainbow moonstone. Normally, I would see one strand that we do go to £6.95. I'm not really allowed to go lower than that, but right now, because there's 3 of them, all 3 have gone to £6.95. Amazing. Camilla, well done. There's collectors in Cardiff. We've got Dawn, Janice, Fiona, Sandra, Multi-Buy, and Lola. Collectors in Middlesex. Burials has just come through. Well done to you. Lots of you now dropping it in your baskets. Please do check those out. We've still got the phone calls to come through as well. £6.95. Wow.
I mean,
amazing value.
Yeah, that is great for multi-row necklaces.
Yeah, of course.
And again, put it with any of the, you know, the gems, the lapis, or the you know, the round quartz that we had earlier. You know, perfect.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
also using it with different shaped beads as well adds interest too. So that's really nice.
Of course it does, yeah.
And moonstone is, if I'm correct, it's linked to India, isn't it? The gemstone of India. I remember reading somewhere.
There you go.
Yeah.
Have a check. We've got the lure right there.
I will have a check. Yes, I will have a check.
It does certainly have like that sort of connotation to it for sure. Oh, there you go. Every day's a school day, you see.
Yeah.
Every day. We're going to check in the lure about that. Beautiful rainbow moonstone. Right then, we are. Are we going for a break? Oh, lovely. We are going for a short break, but when we return, more designer inspiration, more questions. More to the point. So we're doing Ask Angela. Please keep sending your questions in. Are you still getting them, Phil? Lovely. Keep sending those in. 60777 is the number to send them to. Start with your message with JM Studio, then your question, and we'll make sure we get those here in the studio. We will just go for a little break, and we'll see you all in a moment.
When shopping with Jewellery Maker, you can add as many items to your order in one day and only pay one postage and packaging charge. We have 2 delivery options. Standard delivery at just £2.95 and you'll receive your parcel within 4 to 6 days. Or opt for our premium delivery at just £4.95 and you'll receive your parcel within 3 to 4 days. Happy shopping with Jewellery Maker.
Jewellery Maker Fashion Week is coming soon. Make sure you tune in on Monday the 7th of September till Friday the 11th for a jam-packed week full of inspiration. We'll be joined by our talented guests who will be bringing you ideas for the latest trends, what's in and what's out for the season. Over the course of the week, our designers will be showing you how to create a show-stopping multi-medium necklace featuring chainmail, soutache, leather and wire. Watch every day between 9 AM and 1 PM to watch how sections of the necklace are made. Then, tune into designer inspiration shows every day between 1 PM and 5 PM to see an array of different mediums being demonstrated, including kumihimo, art emboss and macrame. The Jewellery Maker Fashion Week starts Monday the 7th of September.
If for any reason you're not satisfied with your purchase, you have the benefit of our no-quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund. Join resident designer Sheila for our Bridal Headwear for Beginners DVD. Sheila will guide you through an array of beautiful bridal designs, including a pearl tiara, the star hair cone, a twisted spiral tiara, and much more. This DVD is packed full of inspiration and helpful hints and tips. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
Today's course has been really good. I've been on the micro macrame course with Deborah, and we've been doing quite a lot of knotting techniques and bringing them together to make a little small owl. And then we're currently working on a freeform necklace or bracelet, which is really good because there's no rules. It's been a really good day. You get an awful lot from it, just in terms of being able to use your own imagination to transfer it into the piece that you're making, and it's just been a really good day, yeah.
welcome back to Designer Inspiration. We are going to be asking Angela more questions very, very soon, but we're just going to have a look at our next kit. I love these. In fact, let's start with these because I love them. Oh, yeah, and you have made some, oh, yes, amazing pieces with those. Now, they are 30 metres worth in each, light blue, dark blue, and silver coloured ribbon. The width is about 18 mil and you're getting all 3 pieces. I love those. I love that they've got that colour, but then they've got the golden shimmer in them as well, which is amazing. In there we've then got 3 strands of gemstones, if I just grab those. We've got Amazonite in those putty coins. We have then got lapis lazuli plain rounds. They're gorgeous. We've got those coming up in a little bundle as well, so you might want to add to this. And then how many? 300, wow, oh yes, there we go, 325 carats, so the golden colour coated hematite, amazing metallic lustre. That for me is very Egyptian, the golds and the blues. Lovely with the Amazonite and the puffy coins, just such a really fresh, beautiful sort of summery colour. That's lovely. Then we've got the findings that go with it. We have got, yes, let's have a look at the clasp. We've got the fold over clasp. Oh yeah, let's have a look at it there. They are, like, these ones are a little bit smaller, aren't they? Which is really nice.
Yes, yeah.
Let's get those out. So I don't think I've seen the smaller ones. So we get, is there 5 in these? So 5 in all of the fold over clasps. So if I put a couple of these out and then I'll get the sort of standard size ones out so you can see the difference. We just grab those and grab one of them to show as well. Did you find that useful to have a smaller ones?
Yes, it's good to have the different sizes.
Yeah.
Because you could taper the ends of the ribbon and it'll sit nicely with the smaller ones.
Definitely.
But I have used the larger ones and they just sit perfectly. Yeah. It just sits perfectly.
Love that.
You know, on the ribbon end.
That is lovely.
Yeah.
Really nice. Then we've got all those jump rings, which, how many? 200. 200, oh yeah, there they go. 200 of the open jump rings. They're 5 mil in their size. We've also got the toggle clasp and cord ends that you can see there at the top. And then we've got beading thread for you. That's 50 metres worth, or 54 yards of gold coloured beading thread. 6 metres of the clear elastic and 80 metres worth of monofilament. So that's all of that. That's with the jump rings. You've got the toggle clasp as well. Just super useful.
Oh yeah. Do you know, I love this kit because we don't often see Amazonite.
No, not certainly not.
Yeah, so that for me was a real treat.
Yeah.
To have that. And then having all of the ribbon.
I love the colours of this ribbon. The ribbon is beautiful, I have to say. Really, really beautiful. Oh, I love that golden flash in both those bluey colours.
Yeah.
Just lovely. The price should be at $41.55. We are obviously going to drop that. So you've got the 3 strands of gemstones, you've got all the clasps, whether it's the fold overs or the toggles, you've got the 3 reels of ribbon, you've got the monofilament, the beading thread, the elastic, 200 jump rings. Wow, at $24.95. That's amazing.
It is. It's lovely. And do you know what? I loved, until I had this kit and until you recently had seen so many designers using ribbon, I would never have thought of using ribbon in designs, but it's a fabulous medium because it's so light.
Yeah.
And, you know, you will find some customers who can't wear the heavier pieces for all sorts of reasons, but having the ribbon enables your customers to be able to wear jewellery that is beautiful and has got that lightness about
that
it.
you might not have actually been able to wear. In fact, that is beautiful. I love that. I love that you can add to a piece, so that's more of a sort of focal piece, but you're right, it's not heavy but looks lovely. You've made lots of these gorgeous bows, whether it's on a hair grip, whether it's on a full bracelet, whether it's on the ribbons on the boxes as well. I love this. That hair grip's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so pretty. So literally, I've just put that.
Yeah, I just
on a hair
created the
grip.
bow and put it on the hair grip. And that is just so simple to make. I will demo that one, how to make the bow. But how lovely is that?
Super cute.
That is so lovely, just for pinning hair back.
Yeah.
It could be, you know, a cost-effective way of offering bridesmaids accessories or children's accessories.
Definitely.
You could
Definitely.
stitch it onto dresses, you know.
Yes, you get little shoulders.
Absolutely.
Or little on the edge of a top, or
Right, absolutely. Pop it on your bag.
yes, please.
And there is so much in the reels and in the kit. You can make absolutely loads.
Yeah. So we were at £24.95. I think Phil's having a moment. Well, we're at £41.55. Yes. You know, drop it again. No, wow. There you go. £19.95. You must go grab that now, because that is brilliant.
Good.
Even if you don't use it as a full kit, to get 3 strands of gemstones, all the clasp, including the toggle clasp, the jump rings, you've got all that ribbon, you've got the monofilament, the elastic, the beading thread. That for me is incredible value.
Yeah, it is. I mean, even, you know, using the Amazonite will give you that very beach style wear.
Yeah.
I've put it with the lapis in and just done a simple stretchy bracelet and used the jump rings as spacers.
Yeah, brilliant.
You know,
there.
yeah, you know. So for me, that is, but also using the hematite, it just gives it that Egyptian feel with the lapis. There's just so many things you can do. I've done macrame with the ribbons.
Yes.
On, you know,
yeah,
in the
I really
bracelet.
like that. I love that actually. Yeah.
You could kumihime with the ribbon. That'll give you a different look.
Yeah.
You could do all sorts of things with it, and of course, do your bows for your gift wrapping.
For your gift wrapping.
Yeah.
That's exactly. I looked at these and I just thought, these are so glamorous, and what a beautiful touch to be able to add that. Whether you're doing it as Christmas or birthday gifts, whether you're doing it as an extra sort of part, sort of
just
upsell to your stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely gorgeous kit.
What are you going to show us how to do?
I'm going to do the bow.
Brilliant.
Because for me, having the ribbon, the gemstones and everything is gorgeous and a must-have, but having the extra ribbon in the kit is going to give you that bit of versatility.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I was looking online as to the cost of bows.
Okay.
And I don't know if anybody has had to look at the cost of bows.
You're making it sound like it's quite astronomical.
It can be.
Wow.
It can be. If you know, do an internet search engine search and you just put bow ties, you'll be. I was amazed at the cost of bows. And I used to have a shop, and my business partner, she specialised in children's accessories, and bows was one of the biggest sellers for her.
Most popular.
Yeah, so
without a doubt.
Yeah. So I'm going to show you how to do the bows. So we just take a length of your ribbon.
Yep.
I've just taken an extra long piece, but you don't need to have that long, just a couple of inches. And I'm going to just show you how to do it using just 2 fingers.
Yeah.
Okay. So we get our length of ribbon, and we just set it across your fingers like that. Okay. And then we're going to take this long end and we're going to intertwine it in between our other 2 fingers, and we're going to come back. So if you look on this, the opposite side, you will start to see, you'll have a pattern like that. And then what we're going to do is just take this end, the end that we've got in our hand, and we're going to feed it through our fingers. Oops. Just feeding it through. Oh, I've got a little bit of dexterity problems, so I've been practicing a lot with this. So just feed it through. You could just reposition.
Yep, that's it. Just reposition as you go. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Then we're going to bring this tail up and we're going to feed it through this loop that we created originally. So we're just feeding it through. Okay, so it looks like this. And then all we're going to do is pull it.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, so we're going to pull it like that. Then we just slide it off our fingers. And you've got your double bow.
Done. Oh, you made it look really easy.
And it's as simple as that.
Oh, that is beautiful.
It's really simple. So you know, you can tease it out if you want to. You could feed some wire through it.
Yeah, give it
just
a bit more
to give
structure.
it a bit more structure.
Yeah.
But with this ribbon, it's quite firm.
I was going to say, it doesn't actually look like it needs it, because
No.
it's actually got quite a good structure to it. It's not flopping, it's
Absolutely.
not moving, it's holding its own.
Absolutely. And you know, as I say, use them. You
I
know,
think it's funny though, if you went to a haberdashery style shop, you might pay close to that for all 3 reels.
yeah, you would be paying certainly a good couple of pounds per reel.
Yeah.
So you know, so the value in the kit is just superb.
It's amazing to get 3 strands of gemstones. You've got the smaller fold over clasp. You get 5 of them, 5 of the larger ones. You've then got the toggle clasp as well. You've then got 3 strands of gemstones. You've got all that ribbon, which is beautiful, especially in those colours, and those blues and the turquoise sit together so nicely because they both, and that's what you've mixed there, haven't you? Because they've both got that golden glow in it. Then you've got beading thread, monofilament, elastic, which you can never have enough of.
No.
And then you've got all those jump rings as well. Beverly says, Angela, you are wonderful. I've wanted to make perfect bow for ages. Thank you. I got it. And if you did miss it, or have gone, didn't I?
Yeah.
What? Just go back and have a look on YouTube, because it's there. And then you can
Absolutely.
pause, stop, carry on,
Absolutely.
go back.
It's honestly, it's so simple. And if you're making for Christmas, it'll take you, well, seconds to make.
Yeah.
Pop it on a hair grip, and you've got a little accessory.
Beautiful.
For a little girl. You could pop that on a chain, you know. You could even take your bow, if this end was longer, and turn that into a necklace.
Yeah.
And I've done that with the bracelet, just turned it into a bracelet.
I love that. That's the bracelet.
And,
I love that idea.
Yeah. And you would certainly be charging a good couple of pounds for it.
Yeah, Eleanor says, got mine, Angela, beautiful design, love the bows, they are super cute, they really are as well.
Oh,
looking
thank
forward to
you.
seeing more.
Oh, hello, Eleanor. I'm sure Eleanor came on my course a while ago. So hello to you, my darling.
Lovely. Now, we are doing Ask Angela. I'm just going to put this on. So, have we got first question? From Vivian. Hi, Angela. Do you need a different type of insurance for selling internationally?
Okay, hello Vivian, thank you for your question. Yeah, if you are, your insurance is more about posting out internationally, yeah? And you do need to, sometimes people look at their insurance, because their insurance may have limitations in terms of where they can post out to. So do double check your insurance policy to make sure that you are covered, because as we know, things get lost in the post, they get damaged in the post.
Yeah.
If you're sending out and you're not covered, then you're going to have to bear the cost of that.
Of course you are, yeah.
So double check with your insurance policy. If you do want to send and sell your work overseas, and this is usually, you know, often people who sell online, you're open to a global marketplace.
Of course, yeah.
Then make sure that your insurance, your online selling insurance, covers you
For a global
overseas.
market. Yeah, absolutely. Brilliant question. Absolutely fab. What do we have? Where's our next question? Oh, here we go. I love this question. I've been thinking about selling my jewellery as I'm getting a hoard of stuff. Is there any way of working out prices? I'm wondering if it'd be worth setting up myself a business.
Okay, right. A great question to whoever sent that in on the Facebook page. Selling is a great way of running a business. It's a great business to have, and there are different ways of pricing your work. Now, lots of people will use online calculators, other people will use formulas. If those work for you, fine.
Yeah.
When I work with my clients and customers on our business course, I don't necessarily teach that.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Because for me, there are a couple of elements, critical elements, that it misses out.
Okay.
So it'll often look at the price of your materials.
Yeah, of course.
And it will look at your time, which are two great factors to look at. But it often misses out your overheads, which is really, really, really important.
Right.
You have to cover your overheads, the cost of your insurance. You know, you've got to factor in.
Yeah.
And there's so many other elements that it needs to factor in. And one of the most important bits that parts that online calculators and formulas miss out is your profit margin.
Right.
Yeah. And that's why often people can use a calculator and their pieces will come out very low.
Yeah.
Okay? So, you know, if that's what you want to use, then that's absolutely fine. But what I teach my clients and customers on our course is to work from the starting point of thinking of who your customer is and to be customer focused and customer driven.
Yeah.
So, for example, if your customers are, for example, well, let me take myself as an example.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
one of the places that I sell, which I'm going to tomorrow, is I sell in hospitals.
Okay.
Okay? Now, when I go to hospitals, I don't take my diamonds and my pearls and my sapphires, because those I would be charging £100 upwards. And my customers in hospitals are not there for that.
Is that
Okay.
because you know that from experience,
Yes.
or you just would have thought that from the beginning?
No,
just
I kind of had a feeling about that, but from experience,
from
I also know
experience,
that.
trial and error.
Right, exactly. However, I know that my customers in where I sell, they often are impulse buyers.
Right.
Because they have gone out to lunch, they've got a couple of pounds left over, and they want something, you know, with a couple of pounds. Now, if you want to sell your diamonds and your pearls, you know, for £2 or £3, who am I to say? But I personally
If you
don't.
do, though, I'd like to come and find you.
Absolutely. So what I do, I have a range that I develop specifically for my customers who will impulse buy.
Yeah.
So those are things around £5, £10, £15. Okay. I also have a range which is my sentimental range, which goes incredibly well in hospitals.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, you know, who's your customer in a hospital? It's people who are ill, people who are getting better, people who are going to visit their loved ones. So again, I tailor my product to my customers.
Audience, yeah, why wouldn't you?
Okay, so with my sentimental range, those are more expensive, because if somebody is going to want something personalised for their loved ones, they don't want to spend £5 or £10 on it.
No.
They will want to spend more on it. So what I'm trying to say is, think about your customers, think about where you're going to meet them, and think about, are they impulse buyers or are they looking for a luxury high-end piece?
Yeah.
If they're looking for a luxury high-end piece, think about where you're going to find them and then price it accordingly.
Yeah.
So, for example, if you're looking for a high-end piece, diamonds, rubies, sapphires, you're more likely to find that in a boutique,
of course,
or say a large county show.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I often say, if somebody is going to spend £50,000 on a vintage car, which is their hobby, which some people do at some of these county shows, spending £300 on the pearl necklace isn't going to break the bank.
No, it's not.
So, so do you see what I'm saying? It is about thinking about who your customer is, where you're going to find them, and that will help you to
gauge your
prices.
And I guess that depends on what sort of designs you create as well.
Yes, it can do. It can do. But also your components as well. You know, because say if you're using your silvers, you know, that is going to command a price tag.
Yeah, of course it is, yeah.
So there's no hard and fast rules about pricing. For me, you have to be customer driven.
Yeah,
you
of
have
course,
to be guided by your customer, and you know, and sometimes that takes time. It took me time.
I was going to say that's got to be a bit of trial and error, because
it took me time.
Your hospital near you might not be the same as near me, so
Right,
that's all.
exactly,
You've got to work out what audience you've got for you, haven't you? We're talking about high end. We're talking about those sort of high end finished pieces. Let's just have a quick look. Let me just move the questions out of the way. This is amazing. Whenever I see a strand that looks anything like this, when we're looking at clear quartz, we're looking at the clarity, the beauty. It's got that incredible diamond finish to it. I mean, wow. It's got that concave look, which you can only get when it's such a clear gemstone, because not only does it draw your eye through the centre of the gem, if you saw the had inclusions, you'd see all those inclusions in there. Wow.
That's stunning.
I love the fact that it's got those facets on both sides, so not only do you get that internal brilliance of detail, you get it on the outside as well, which is so incredibly unique. We're talking about high end. This is incredibly high end. The beauty of each of that's not even a high end price.
No. Wow.
That's not even where it's staying either. How many have we got on here?
Wow.
2, 4, 6, 8, 9 of those gemstones.
For me, this is one of those gemstone strands that you've got to get home, because, you know, Wes is doing a great job on cameras and it looks great on camera, but
take a look at it. Wow.
It's stunning.
It's $24.95. $24.95. That's ridiculous for 9 of them. How much does that work out? About £2.60 something, 2, 3, 4p.
See, for my high-end strands like this, whilst I might not necessarily take them to a hospital to sell, my literature, and you know, and this is a point that perhaps at another DI show I can cover, is your literature, your marketing literature, is letting my customers know that if they want their high-end strands, they are available either through my website or by personal commission.
Absolutely. Each of these work out at £2.77, did you say? £2.77 for each of those gems. When you've got that beauty, you've got that glamour, you've got that incredibly high-end finish, when you yourself, you're talking about sort of working out how much to price things, when we're looking at that, okay, so your material for the main gemstone, if you just use one, is £2.77. Then you add sterling silver, and 100% you'd have to. Whether you add spinel, whether you add diamonds, whether you add sapphire, whatever it is, incorporate that into it. But your main large component will have cost you £2.77.
Absolutely. But don't price your finished pieces off that.
No way.
So if you was to use a calculator and you put that in at £2.77 and your time, it'll probably come out at like 15 quid or something like that.
Thank you very much. That's £10 for that. And you go, no.
Absolutely. You'd be underdoing yourself.
Yeah.
You know, so you know, really be guided by your customers. The one thing I will say is, for these high-end pieces like that, because I use my literature effectively, I will often have, you know, doctors and nurses and surgeons contact me and say, it's my wife's birthday, it's our anniversary, can you bring me in something? And well, what price range, what colour does she like? And therefore that then opens me up to a new market for my high-end pieces.
Absolutely.
So you have to be really clever about, you know, where you take your pieces, how you sell your pieces, and how you get your customers. But for me, a gem like this, you know, is definitely going in my high-end range.
You've got the diamond look without the diamond price, haven't you? Imagine one of those as a ring. However you want to work with it, it would be out of this world. It would be incredibly eye-catching, and you go, yeah, that gem cost me £2.77, but I'm not going to tell anyone that.
Absolutely.
That is fabulous. Really, really fabulous.
Gorgeous as a pendant.
Yeah.
Stunning.
It's the most beautiful strand. 24.95, and you are getting 9 of them. That is amazing.
Wow.
Angela, it's been really interesting. My question is, would you have a hero piece?
You can do,
Yeah.
and I know a lot of people.
One of them.
Yeah, a lot of people take inspiration from our guest designers and create a hero piece.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's, you know, that's a great way of doing that. For me, I personally don't do that,
Yeah.
and that's just me personally, because, you know, but mind you, if I was half as talented as our guest designers, I think I would. But, you know, so I don't. I attract people by how my stall is set out.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so there's different ways of attracting people. But yeah, I know a lot of people do have those, you know, big statement hero pieces.
Do you find that would then, but that would draw away, okay, that would get them there in the first place, but does that draw away from the rest of the pieces there?
No, sometimes it can enhance the pieces.
Cool, that's good.
Because, you know, people might come along and say, wow, that piece is gorgeous.
Yeah.
How much is it? I can't afford that, but let me see what else in the range you've got that's something similar. So yeah, so it's a great way of then being able to draw people in.
Yeah, definitely.
And being able to attract.
Yeah,
you know,
of
so
course.
so having a hero piece is great, but also use your hero piece in your literature, your marketing literature as well on your website. And so there's other ways of drawing people in, which I use.
Yeah.
But no, hero pieces are great.
No, really good. Yeah, I think we've run out on here. Yeah, I think so. Oh, I think so. No way, says Phil. Well, why don't you drop another question in and I'll have a little look.
We've got one here.
Have you got one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
They're not your bullet. Oh, we've not run out. We've not run out at all. They're not bullet points. Go for it.
Yeah, I've got quite a few.
Unable to get out to fairs.
Yeah. So some people say that, you know, because of, you know, it might be health reasons, it might be caring responsibilities, work responsibilities, they're not able to get out to fairs, and they're looking, you know, for ideas on how to sell. Well, as I say, you know, look around your local community. Sometimes we're very focused, and I know we talk a lot on the shows about selling at craft fairs, and craft fairs are great for some people, but it doesn't work for others. Because as I say, not everybody can get that. But if you look around your community, there will be lots and lots and lots of opportunities. You just have to think differently. So if I give you an example, in where I live, about 14 years ago, when I moved to the house I'm in, I'd gone into my local chemist, and in there was a box of handmade cards on the counter, and I said to the assistant, well, you know, what's all this? And she explained that somebody who lives locally make handmade cards and asked them if they would sell them, and I thought, okay, that's interesting. Vicky, 13 years later, this person, I don't know if it's a man or woman, is not only selling cards, handmade cards, but is now also selling handmade jewellery through the local chemist.
Oh, brilliant.
So, you know, you might think, well, that's a strange place, but think about it. When you go into a chemist, what do?
Browse.
You browse whilst you're waiting for your prescription.
Have a browse.
Absolutely. So this is how this business person has kept their business going for, well, at least as long as I've been in that area, for 13 years. Because they're focused in on their local audience. Now, you know, I will be honest, they're not selling all your high-end pieces.
No.
You know, they're using, you know...
Is there a contact there? Is there a
There
logo?
is contact details.
So maybe you might go, oh, okay. They're not going to leave their high-end pieces just on their till, but...
Absolutely. So the sort of things they're selling is stretchy bracelets and earrings, and those are the two main things. And every time I go into my chemist, it's new stock.
Oh, wow.
It's new stock. So, as I say, sometimes it's just about looking at things differently.
Yeah, absolutely.
Another one is local coffee shops.
course.
You know, people go in for a coffee, they spent they've spent, you know, £6 or £7, they've got loose change.
Yeah.
If you've got, you know, and I know I've had people on my course who has decided to set up an earring cafe. Yeah.
Cute. I love that idea.
Absolutely. And they're working with local bookshops and local cafe shops and restaurants.
What a brilliant idea.
So, you know, and again, it's not your diamonds and your pearls. It may be, you know, be some very simple classic earrings for a couple of pounds.
It's your bread and butter money.
Absolutely. So if you can't get out to fairs, but you've got a local chemist, a local bookshop, a local, you know, the various places, a bookshop, a coffee shop, a local restaurant, you know, a cafe, and you approach them and say, you know, can I just set up a small concession stand? It's a different way of doing business.
Yeah,
You're not
absolutely.
able to get out to fairs, but there's no reason why you can't be selling, because other people do it.
Yeah, because everyone else is doing
Absolutely.
it. Yeah, why not?
So sometimes it is just thinking outside of the box. As you say, it's your bread and your butter, but also it's time efficient.
Of course it is.
Because, you know...
You're going, thanks very much.
Exactly. Every couple of weeks you're just taking along a new set of jewellery,
Love that.
you know, and just keep stocking up your cafes and your coffee bars and things like
They probably
that.
get a bit of a commission for having it there in their place, and then
Exactly.
they work for you and they want to look after it and they want to sell because they're going to get a bit for it.
Absolutely. You know, if you've got things that are relevant to the... I mean, I've just started a new gym, and in there the other day I thought, actually, there's a business opportunity here for
I
me.
love that.
Yeah.
I'm going to work out and sell stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the sort of things that people, you know, and you can link a theme or an idea. You could have your beads, like, you know, the beads that we had, the agates, you know, and have some sort of sports connection
Yeah,
to
make it relative, yeah.
Absolutely. So again, you know, you are selling, but you don't physically have to be there.
to do it yourself.
So there are so many opportunities in your local area. When people come on my course, usually they go away and think, I didn't think about what a great idea.
That's it, isn't
you
it?
know, and then they start to do really well.
Yeah, I bet. Let's just have a quick look at these while we have a look for some more questions. We have got stars in their eyes. We have got red, yellow, sky blue shell stars. Now, lots of designers say these hearts, stars and flowers, top sellers.
Yeah, yeah.
Always. So if you're going for that sort of higher profit, knowing your audience, knowing what's going on, go for stars.
Absolutely. For me, for my sentimental range, hearts and stars are without a doubt my biggest.
Oh, yeah. They've got so many sort of connotations attached to them.
Absolutely. And even if you just did, you know, one on a cord, you know, you've got your wish bracelet straight away.
Absolutely. And I already said that when I looked at fashion and the up and coming seasons, reds, blues, yellows, you are so on track. I don't know, Phil, did you put this together? Look how fashionable you are, Phil. Look how high fashion you are. This is all over the you cannot miss it.
No.
Cannot miss it. So I would heavily suggest getting these, because even if you've got just a little bit of an inkling about fashion, this is the colours. This is it. Primary colours, instant. It is all over the catwalk.
Absolutely. You know, and as crafters and designers, sometimes, you know, we want to be super creative, and that's brilliant. But sometimes, if I had this strand, I know what I'd do with it straight away. It would be one on a cord, and that would be £5.
And they're $6.95.
Right, exactly.
$6.95 for all of those.
And you've got, you must have well over 50 on that.
Oh, let me count them for you. Let me count them. Oh, my 3-year-old nephew loves making bracelets with these, says Camilla. Yes. We've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 22, 8. There's 30 on each.
Wow, 36, so 90. Well, 90 times 5. Well, I'm not very good.
450.
450. Well, there you go. That's my summer holiday next year taken care of.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's cost me $6.95. You know, and sometimes for me, it's the simplest designs in my business that sells.
Yeah. Oh,
Just
I bet.
simple.
Yeah.
Simple.
Don't overdo it.
Yeah.
Don't
One
overdo
on
it.
a cord, and that's, you know, that's Christmas taken care
That
of.
is brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd get those just for the upsell. That's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And you know, because it's the stars, I would link it with that sentimental theme. Perfect where I sell.
Love
Perfect.
it. Love it. Now, we've got a question. Gail wants to know what. Oh, that's a good question. Going back to the theme of sort of selling them in other places, what would be a reasonable commission to sort of offer for cafes and chemists and?
Okay. There's different ways of being able to work with third-party businesses. Okay. You've got sale or return.
Yeah.
So, you know, you place your products in with a shop. If it sells, you get a commission. If it doesn't sell, you get it back.
Yeah.
Okay. Then there is a commission basis, and commission basis can range from anything from 10% up to 50%.
Right.
So those are two options that you can explore. But if I'm absolutely honest, the only method I will ever recommend to people is outright sale. Okay?
Yeah.
So you take in a proportion, you know, your goods, your products, and you say to your the shop owner, the retailer, these would normally retail for £5, but my wholesale price to you is £2.50.
Oh, I see. So you are
£3.
selling them
So
to them.
Right, you are selling it.
Right.
The reason that is the only method I will ever recommend is because you are a business.
Right.
You are a business person, and what you want is cash in your pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So, because to me, it doesn't make sense for you to place your products in with a shop. It can get lost, damaged, stolen. And then 6 months later, you've got it back on your hands. That's not, it's a great business model for the shop owner because they're stocking your products, their shelves with your products.
Yeah.
So it's a great model for them. It's not a great model for you.
Right, I see.
So whenever I've worked with shops, that's my deal. Yeah,
that's
my
fair enough.
deal.
That's fair enough.
You know, I
So
will
in
sell
theory,
it-
you're giving them a 50% commission, but without
Exactly.
any hassle or come back for
Right,
you.
absolutely. You know, you've got your money in your pocket. You can move on to the next shop
Yeah.
owner, and lots of businesses. Well, most businesses understand that model.
Right.
If you go into the commercial world, I was asked to stock a couple of museums, and that's the way that we work, and that's the way that we do business.
Yeah.
And whilst most shops will do about 30 to 40%, this museum said, no, we will only do 50%.
Right.
But that was fine.
Yeah.
Because they got their goods, I
Yeah.
got my money in my
Yeah,
pocket.
that's it, done.
And end of business relationship till the next order.
Till the next time, yeah, that's
so
it.
that's the only method I will work and recommend, but there's nothing stopping you from doing the other methods, but just be aware.
Just be careful
that,
about what you decide.
Yeah, and make sure, again, you've got your insurance, because if things get lost or stolen, more likely it's your responsibility.
Absolutely. Beryl says, hi Angela, if you're a supplier to a shop who sell your pieces and they are insured, do you still need to be insured?
Yes, of course.
Right.
Of course. Good question, Beryl. Thank you for that. That's an excellent question. Yes, you still need to be insured. Because if, say, for example, the shop owner sells a pair of earrings, like they've bought it from you and they sell you the earrings to a customer and that customer suffers personal injury, the customer will come back to the shop.
Yeah.
And the shop will come back to you.
Right.
Yeah, because you know, it's your responsibility. You will go back to whoever you bought it
And
from.
so the
and it
chain
goes, yeah.
continues.
So you still need your insurance.
Brilliant.
Never trade without insurance is the only thing I can say to people. Whether that's online, through third party, at fairs, you always need your insurance.
Brilliant. Really lovely. Yes. Which should we do tomorrow? Oh. Oh, I can hear you. Where are you? Oh, are you bringing a message on? Yes, let's do that. Customer says, what about shops who wanted your pieces but did not want to buy them? I guess outright. I guess that's what it's saying.
Personally, for me, I walk away.
Move on.
Because there is another shop that will want to buy your pieces. What we're seeing now is lots of shops that are setting up so crafters can have an outlet to sell their work, and it's a collective.
Okay.
Yeah? But they will often still work on that basis that you place your products with us and pay us a fee for us stocking your products, and then when you sell your products, we will take a commission.
Okay.
Yeah. So you then have to think, if that's fine for you, then that's fine for you. You know, I'm not here to say what you should or wrong.
No, just what you do. That's all.
Absolutely. If you do that, think about where your profit margin is, because at that point, if you're paying that on commission
twice,
do you know, think about your profit margin. There are lots and lots and lots of shops doing that. I'll be honest, we did that. We used that model in my shop.
Yeah.
You know, that was the model we used because it's great for the business owner.
For the business that's getting the jewellery, but not necessarily the other way round.
Absolutely. So think about that, and you know, sometimes people do it as a great introduction because they want to see whether their work sells, what the public thinks about it, and lots of people do it as an introductory way, and it builds confidence and things like that. So I'm not discounting it. I'm just saying, you know, just think about whether that model is right for you.
Yeah, definitely. Well, and I think that's it, isn't it? It's all personal choice at the end of the day, and it's all what works best for you.
Absolutely.
Right, let's have a look at. I can't believe you've just put this on the desk, Phil. You forgot about it? My goodness, I don't know how you can. This is beautiful. We have got tanzanite rounds.
Wow. Gorgeous.
Beautiful, aren't they? Absolutely stunning. For a gemstone that has been discovered in the mid-60s, brought to the forefront in the late 60s, has been incredibly popular ever since. Maybe about 2 years ago, it stopped coming out of the mine. So it just stopped. They dug really deep trying to find streams of tanzanite, and it stopped coming out of the mines. Recently, we've stopped seeing it in the market as well. So before it was all out there, that's fine. What's out there is still ploughing its way through. Now that's starting to diminish as well. The price point of tanzanite is rising. It started to rise when it stopped coming out of the mines, but it's raised about 200-300% in price since we stopped seeing it. It's an amazing gemstone. When you see it in a round, I just think, wow, because the amount that you must have to make the most perfect round is incredible. When you see so many of those beautiful gems on this strand, wow. 180 carats worth of perfectly round tanzanite. 8 mil in their size. This is incredible. CEO of the company trying to find a quote. Steve Bennett had a front page magazine in a brochure for an airline. He tried to meet the quota for that brochure. As he tried to meet that quota, he then couldn't meet it. So for someone who can find anywhere and everywhere to go and look for tanzanite, still couldn't find it. These are sorts of pieces that are going to be heirloom pieces. These are sorts of pieces that are going to be hand-me-downs and just going to be, I would want to be, I think, a designer that could do commissions for tanzanite.
Yeah.
Wow. $49.95. Did you just say is where we should be? Phil, this is tanzanite. I don't really think you should be taking this down in price. Wow. But you have a £10 saving. That's $39.95. This is 180 carats worth of beautiful tanzanite. The colours are divine. They go from tealy colours to purples to navy blues to royal blues. And at $39.95 when they are perfect rounds, wow. You could just use one in a ring, couldn't you, with sterling silver wire, and you wouldn't be far off charging that, I wouldn't think.
Goodness me, and more. Do you know, sometimes people say to me, you know, I get asked this on our business course all the time, and people say, well, you know, the price that we get gems for, they just feel they want to double it or treble it. And I'm kind of like, you know, for me, that's not a good model
Yeah.
Because when you think about tanzanite and you explain to your customer, it's very, very rare.
Yeah.
You know, and the whole story behind it, people will pay for the rarity
of course.
of a gem.
Oh, everybody does. Rarity drives value.
Absolutely.
The end. Yeah.
So, you know, for me, I would be, you know, and if you're not comfortable, if you were to restrand that, you know, and put a sterling silver clasp on, you know, I've seen necklaces restranded like that, you know, high 3 figures, you know, you're talking about the £300-400 mark plus. But if you're not comfortable asking that price, then what I would say is, as an introduction to your customers with high-end gemstones, just use one.
Just use
two.
one.
Just do one on a pair of earrings.
I was going to say a pair of earrings, just 2 drops.
You know, and then you'd be talking, you know, the £40 mark with sterling silver. You know, put them with your pearls.
Oh wow!
You know, and then you
tanzanite pearls looks beautiful.
Absolutely, but it's by way of introduction, because you know. But the worst thing I would say is, you know, you would don't undersell.
No, definitely not.
Your tanzanite, it's stunning.
Sean says, I take the easy route and sell to wedding planners. Not to the brides of the family. That's a good idea.
Absolutely.
I would imagine that actually that way you probably get through a few more of your designs, because they're after variation to then pass on to their customers.
Yeah, absolutely. You know,
good idea.
As I say, you know, sometimes we think about selling to the end customer.
Yeah.
But there is a whole market.
Yeah, people in between.
Behind that. Yeah, and I'm working with a couple of people, you know, who's been on our business course, where they are looking not to sell to the end customer, but developing kits and products to sell to the market.
Absolutely.
So, you know, different. So, yeah, Sean said, you know, wedding planners, absolutely fantastic, because you think, how many brides a wedding planner is going to be involved with?
Well, yeah, lots and lots, and like I said, they're going to want variation to pass on to their customers. Absolutely. Aren't they? Let them go chase the people. You've only got to find that one then.
Absolutely.
Amazing. $39.95. Wow. When a gem is 8mm, how many carats is that in a gem? Right, what have we got? We've got 180 carats. Let me count them. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 22, 4, 6, 8, 32, 6, 8, 42, 4, 6, 8, 50, 51. Now this will only apply to this strand, because that's our overall carat weight. How much? 3.5 carats per 8mm round. That doesn't necessarily mean that every 8mm round you'll see is 3.5 carats. Just bear that in mind. But when it's easy to work out when it's uniformed on a strand. Obviously, just work it out like we've just done. That doesn't necessarily mean that the carat weight will always be the same in an 8mm round. Don't want you to gauge that. Always take, if they are completely uniformed across the strand, you can always ask us when we're here, or get them home and measure it up yourself and work out from the total how many there are. It's a little bit more different obviously when they are graduated, but each gemstone will vary, so don't always think that each one is going to be 3.5 carats, because it's not.
I would definitely be using sterling silver, or the sterling silver which is gold plated.
Yeah, 100%.
On that. Keep it luxurious.
Oh,
and
you
high
can't
end.
not. You can't not. When people are scrabbling to find that now.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Let's have a look at some gorgeous hematite. We talked earlier about stars. We had the beautiful stars. We said hearts and flowers. In fact, a lot of designers say the hearts are the big numero uno.
Yeah, it is for me.
These are amazing. And what do you find, what sort of customers do you find will go for the hearts? Are they going for themselves? Are they looking for gifts for loved ones, thank yous?
All sorts, all sorts. So I find personally with my customers, because I'm in that hospital environment, because it lends itself to that sentimental feel, for me it's a massive seller every single time, and people will buy it for themselves, because it's like, well, I need a bit of love in my life.
Absolutely.
Or I'm looking for love and it'll attract that love. Or, you know, I'm sending love to my loved ones.
Yeah.
So it has so many connotations.
Absolutely.
But
These
also,
are so much fun as
they
well,
are.
aren't they?
But also, if you put the hearts back to back, so the tips meet back to back, it creates a bow.
Yeah.
You know,
or flowers.
Or flowers and petals. Yeah. I mean, when I look at these, I see Christmas.
Oh, do you?
I do. I see Christmas.
Yeah.
I really do.
Party season, I see.
Yeah.
Definite party season. These are beautiful. Loving the
Gorgeous.
pinks, the greens, and yellows coming out. They're full rainbows. Really nice to mix them up with the. They've got the hearts and the. Oh, rice beads. There we go. $6.95 for both.
Wow. Wow.
It's fab, isn't it? Really great fun. Really nice and bright and vibrant, but not too overpowering because of the size of them.
Yeah. And again, you know, with the hearts, you only need one on the head pin.
Yeah.
And you've got a gorgeous pair of earrings. Or a little bit of chain to give that dangle.
Get the movement, get all the colour, get that metallic lustre with it. Yes, 80 carats of the colour-coated hematite in the hearts and about 6 mil in the 55 carats worth in the rice beads. Oh, sorry. We've got time for one more question? Oh, any on here that we haven't done? We asked about pricing. I think we might not do that one. Oh, hang on. When doing a craft fair, is it best to have the price showing when displayed, as I wait on the side with the gemstones are and... Hang on, wait a second. When doing a craft fair, is it best to have the price showing when displayed? As I wait on the side... I think basically just asking, do you display the prices or not?
Yeah. There is no question about whether you should display the price or not. It is set down in the regulations.
Right.
Okay. And that it comes from the Office of Fair Trading, and it's the Sale of Goods Act is the regulation. So there is no question as to whether you should have your price displayed, because the regulation says that, you know, your pricing must be clearly displayed and not misleading.
Yeah.
So I had a question on my page not so long ago about that. And there's different ways of doing that. So I've just brought in this example of a tag. So this is blank, I've turned it over. So yeah, this is just a blank plan. And I use tags like this, and you can get, this is quite a large one because I have my branding and my company name and my contact details on there, as well as the price. So, you know, so you can use that, something like that. Some people use smaller ones, thinner ones. Some people use the sticky ones, sticky dots. So people use lots of different things. So if somebody was interested in that, then, you know, they could turn it round, see the price, or ask the price. Now we pass it to them and they can see it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's one way of doing it.
So it's not bam in your face. You want them to like the piece first and then see what the price bracket is.
Absolutely, because the key is the price is available.
Yeah.
Okay. And if somebody asks, it's clearly displayed.
Yeah.
Okay. So other people might choose to have like a little. You know, like a bit of paper that's sort of triangular,
and they like a name tag kind of,
right.
like a place tag kind of
That's
look.
right, and they might pop it in front, or they might stick the price on the burst, or some people have got a menu.
Yeah.
So, you know, everything blue might be £15, everything red might be £25.
Yeah.
So there's different ways of doing it, as long as it is clear and not misleading.
Right.
That's really important.
So yes, always show how much it, whether it's, I think this is a lovely way to do it, because you look at it and you go, okay, I'm getting drawn to the piece first.
Yeah.
All right, now I like the piece. What's the price bracket? Right, okay then, that's in my price bracket, or maybe I'll save that and I'll come back another time, or... So that's really nice. You want to get them engaged in your designs and your artwork before they learn from that first, before the price, because the price... you don't want the price to be the lead thing that you talk about.
No. And if people love your piece, and then they will fall in love. You want them to fall in love with your piece first.
Yeah, exactly right.
And then if they love it enough, then the price will reflect that. Yeah. But if sometimes people say, oh, you know, that's a bit too much, you know, I've only got a certain budget, then for me personally, and everybody's different on this, for me personally, I would rather negotiate on the price.
The bartering on your stall, lovely.
Absolutely, and I've done that so many times, because for me, I want that piece sold.
Of course you do.
Because I want that money in.
Yeah.
So even if it means reducing it by £10–15,
yeah.
and you know, the way I price my work is I have got a margin,
yeah.
so I can reduce by up to 50% and still
be making a nice profit.
And still covering all my cost and a little bit of profit.
Lovely.
So you know, it's up to you, but I would rather reduce that and have a small margin and get my money
and
back,
still get any money in your pocket,
than lose that sale. So, you know, I met a lady once and she said, oh, she never ever reduces her work. And I was like, that's entirely up to you. And I sort of questioned why. And it was because her margins were so tight.
Right, okay.
And I thought, and I didn't say anything to her, but I thought to myself, you know, perhaps it's your pricing
isn't lift your margin, yeah.
Absolutely, you know. So just think about that, you know, whether you want to stick rigidly to the price or whether you prefer to get that sale, and is prepared to reduce.
I guess you also have to be a bit careful though, if then through word of mouth they go, oh, whatever it says, she'll then drop it anyway. Guess you have to be.
Yeah, you do have to be careful. Sometimes what I do is, like, you know, say when I'm at my hospital tomorrow, you know, come like the last hour, I might just say, okay, you know, everything's reduced, because I need that money in. I don't want to take things back home. I want it, I've made it, I want it in the hands of, you know, of people. So yeah, just think about, you know, how you price, how you tag and label your prices, so that, you know, you can get that sale.
Definitely. Mr. Sparkle and Shine, can you show them again? Is that the hematite? Yeah. Here they are. These are lush, I think.
Gorgeous.
They are so stunning, aren't they? £6.95 for both of those. They were rice beads and also the hearts. Oh, look at them. Beautiful, beautiful. Right, do make sure you're checking your baskets out. We're going to go for a short break. When we return, we have lots more goodies for you, so please don't go anywhere. We'll see you all in a moment.
Jewellery Maker Fashion Week is coming soon. Make sure you tune in on Monday the 7th of September till Friday the 11th for a jam-packed week full of inspiration. We'll be joined by our talented guests who will be bringing you ideas for the latest trends, what's in and what's out for the season. Over the course of the week, our designers will be showing you how to create a show-stopping multi-medium necklace featuring chainmail, soutache, leather and wire. Watch every day between 9 AM and 1 PM to watch how sections of the necklace are made. Then tune into designer inspiration shows every day between 1 PM and 5 PM to see an array of different mediums being demonstrated, including kumihimo, art emboss and macrame. The Jewellery Maker Fashion Week starts Monday the 7th of September.
When shopping with Jewellery Maker, you can add as many items to your order in one day and only pay one postage and packaging charge. We have 2 delivery options. Standard delivery at just £2.95 and you'll receive your parcel within 4 to 6 days. Or opt for our premium delivery at just £4.95 and you'll receive your parcel within 3 to 4 days. Happy shopping with Jewellery Maker.
Join guest designer Debbie Bulford as she takes you on the fascinating journey of creating face canes using polymer clay. In each chapter, Debbie will guide you through how to create each part of the face. Then, with the final chapter, advance your skills and learn how to add detail and character to your piece. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
Do you need a helping hand to get started with Jewellery Maker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our Jewellery Maker website, where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy-to-follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewellery making techniques.
I've really enjoyed today. I've been on the resin course with Fiona Potter, something I've never tried before, and was wary of having a go because it seemed a bit sort of chemically in science, you know. But today, yeah, definitely, and I'm confident that I can do it at home now.
If you have a question or query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 6444 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
All right then, welcome back to Designer Inspiration. We have passed over 3 strands of the shell pearls. We did see those earlier. We're passing those over to you, Angela. How do you feel about them?
Yes, now I love these sharp pearls. Now I love the
so
colour. They're
gorgeous.
just stunning.
Beautiful.
Stunning.
Like you said earlier, they've got kind of vintage look to them, haven't they?
They have. They have. So
got almost like a sepia kind of feel.
Yeah.
I love them.
Gorgeous.
They are gorgeous, and that is going to be for you. We'll leave you to that. Ooh, can't wait to see what you do. Right, let's go for... Ah, lovely. Right, we are going to bring you as many deals as we can. Oh, yes. And why not start with 2 strands of aquamarine? Why not, eh? So we have got, they're completely natural, which is amazing to see this kind of colour. This is 85 centimetre strand, and then we've got 2 mil rounds here, 5 carats worth of aquamarine. Beautiful. I mean, we're talking about a high-end gemstone. We're talking about a precious beryl. We're looking at a gemstone that is, well, so well known because of the connotation of its colour, but to see this kind of colour naturally is really lovely. This, I always know that you get great value on the nuggets and you're still getting to enjoy those beautiful gemstones. So 250 carats worth of aquamarine, plus the 2 mil rounds, which are lovely to work with, great for beady beads, spacers, soutache. Wow, what? There you go, $9.95 for 2 strands of beautiful aquamarine in the small nuggets, and then those 2 mil rounds. You want to be going all out with those because they are beautiful. Lovely colour to them, and a natural colour as well, and a high-end gemstone to be working with. Gorgeous colour, aren't they? They really are stunning. So aquamarine, 2 beautiful strands at just $9.95. If you looked at those and went, well, each of those are £4.95 or £5, should we say? That's amazing. 2 strands of beautiful aquamarine. Lovely. Ooh. Oh my word! Now I saw these earlier, and I just thought, oh wow, the size of these is amazing. 12 by 13, did you say? 11 to 13. Oh. They are exquisite, absolutely exquisite. White cultured potato pearls, 11 by 13 mil. The pearl essence of those is exquisite. I do really love the sort of the bright colours that we get from pearls, but you can't beat the classic, elegant, stunning look of a white cultured pearl. 11 by 13 mil. The size of these is amazing. The beautiful impact that you'll have with these. How cool are they?
Oh, those are just sheer luxury, aren't they?
Aren't they just?
Sheer, gorgeous, high-end luxury.
Yeah. This is the sort of piece you want your certificate of authenticity for, isn't it?
Oh, definitely. Definitely. And those are the sort of pieces, you know, I would be looking to place in a high-end boutique.
Oh, 100%.
Without a doubt.
100%.
Or just, you know, if that's not your market, you know, just one on a chain.
Yep.
You know,
dropped off a choker.
Yeah, absolutely. Or a pair of earrings.
Yeah.
You know, and then even then, you know, you're still talking, you know, at least 45 pounds for, you know, your earrings at least.
Yeah, amazing. Just one on a ring would be such a standout piece. Did you? Who's on the phone lines? Jan, guest designer Jan. So we do Jan a bit of a price drop. Go for it. It's not just Jan that will get this though. Everybody will get this. Oh, $29.95. Jan's on the show tomorrow doing some a pearl showcase. That's amazing.
Yeah, I can see Jan just putting, you know, spacing those with, you know, perhaps the diamonds or the sapphires or the rubies, you know, and selling those into jewellers and working wholesale on those.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect.
Pure glamour.
Perfect.
Yes, there you go, Jan. $29.95. These are exquisite. I have to say, these are incredibly beautiful. Look, if I just have those as a neckline,
wow, that's stunning. Wow, it's just luxury, isn't it?
Isn't it just? That is amazing.
That is the sort of size and the look that so many women desire.
Oh, they are so gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
I think when we think of the women that have worn them, from Audrey Hepburn to Marilyn Monroe, the Queen's actually worn the same pearls throughout her reign as well, so that just shows you they were handed to her. These are timeless pieces.
And even more contemporary younger women like Rihanna is known for wearing her pearls.
Yeah, that's it.
So, you know, it crosses the time
Pretty much everyone
Yeah.
can wear them. Pretty much everyone can wear one. There's people multi-buying on those. There's lots of collectors in grabbing these. $29.95 for white culture potato pearls of this size and this beauty. Phenomenal.
I'll be if when I get home, if there's any of those left, I'm getting a couple of those.
Them, yes.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Ah, Jan says they are beautiful. Can't wait to get them. Thanks for the price drop. Even more great to get them now. Oh yeah, great show, ladies. Thanks, Jan.
Hi, Jan.
I love it. These are amazing. I think, and if I could, I would. You could do a whole neckline piece. You've got a pair of earrings. If you knotted them, you could probably get 4 out the back.
Yeah.
And it can it changes your outfit.
It does. You know, if you've got, you know, any of the high-end strands, even just one of the, you know, a sapphire or ruby or even a diamond, how luxurious would that be?
Oh, it's so glamorous.
Stunning.
They are amazing. They are actually amazing. Right, let's pop them in there. Let's go with... Ooh. Perfect. Perfect to go with those pearls. Those pearls are amazing. Pearlescence is gorgeous. We have got multicoloured sapphire. Now, this is one of your top precious gemstones, and I love how it comes in such an array of colours. The makeup of each and every single one of these gems is exactly the same. What changes is the trace element. So the only way I can kind of describe it is to have pots of water, and if you changed like food dye drops in that gemstone, you've still got water, but each and every single one has changed colour. This is the trace element that will completely change the colour of the gemstone, which is why you get such an array of colours in sapphires. And these are amazing. We've got white, pink and blue sapphires, and what a mix. I love white sapphires, they're so pure. They are stunning. Beautiful depth of colour from that blue. The fact that we've got white sapphire I think is amazing. Got pinks in there as well. And so nice that they've been sorted for you. So they graduate throughout the strand, which means you could do a set of blue, probably a couple of sets of blue maybe, pinks and whites. Yeah. Do suites of jewellery.
Absolutely. Using it as a whole strand to create a necklace or entire bracelet, pure and utter luxury. But as you say, you know, with the pearls, just dropping one in between. So if you had a couple of strands of the pearls, you could do one with the sapphires, one with the rubies, you know, and get that variation. And then one mixed. That, you know, that is
glamorous.
Utter luxury.
Glamorous. So $27.95 for the sapphires. It's a 32 centimetre strand. It's only the second time we've seen it. You're dropping the price. Oh, wow. $19.95 is what we're going for a massive strand of sapphires.
Wow.
And whenever I see a strand like this, I think, right, brilliant, because you've got a high-end gemstone, because you've got one of your top precious gemstones, and it does come in such a variant of colours, This saves you getting, because it's a really long strand, this saves you getting 3 strands.
Yeah.
You don't have to get a blue strand, a pink strand, a white strand. You've got all of those gems in there to work with.
Absolutely. You know, I just think that for me, you know, there's so many uses. You know, if your customers are new mums and having baby boys, it works. If they're having baby girls, it works. If, you know, they're getting married, it's just something blue. It's so versatile. And if they want high-end luxury, you've got that.
Instant.
Yeah.
Instant. This is amazing. They're pretty sizable as well, 3x1 to 4x2. So these are pretty sizable here in the middle. $19.95. That is incredible for those. Beautiful sapphires, and to see so many colours on one strand. Brilliant. My favourite. Oh, wow. Shaded emerald, going from one top process gemstone to the next. I love the shaded look because you go from mints to really bright, vibrant greens to the deep saturation of an almost forest green. This is beautiful. 20 carats worth of shaded emerald, graduated faceted rondelles, 2x1 to 4x2 again on an 18 centimetre strand. Glamorous, elegant, sophisticated. We're talking about a high-end precious gemstone.
It's, you know, again, it's one of those things that, you know, if you're like Jan selling to jewellers, absolute must, you know, because if jewellers know that you can access these high-end strands.
That's it. You're known for that then.
Absolutely. And some people actually set up a business just selling wholesale to other businesses.
To other people, yeah.
So not necessarily direct to the consumer, the end product, which is great, but to like jewellers and, you know, other places like that. And having strands like that, and you take them along, it shows the calibre of the designer that you are.
Absolutely. What? $14.95. I was going to say, these are the sorts of gemstones that appear in the crown jewels, they appear in all the high-end pieces. Cleopatra even demanded her own mind.
Yeah.
Maybe if she knew that she could get them in a strand and faceted at $14.95, she probably would have bothered at the time. 20 carats worth of shaded emerald at $14.95. That's amazing.
Absolutely.
I need this in my life.
Absolutely. Even if you just dropped one into your design again, that's going to elevate it.
If you did, maybe one of each tone, so you've got mint green, bright green, saturation of sort of a forest green, 3 on each, on a sterling silver drop.
Yeah.
Done. You would be able to command more than $14.95, wouldn't you?
Oh, without a doubt. Do you know, one of my, I've done a lot of commissions this year for the bridal market.
Yeah.
And one of my biggest sellers this year for brides has been just 3 high-end gems like that with pearl, sterling silver, job done.
Done.
Job
Easy.
done. Yeah. And on my Facebook page, I have a photo of a bride who then invited me on to her wedding, and I did her earrings and her necklace. And with the earrings, it was just literally 3.
Yeah.
And they were rubies, but you know, I've done them with emeralds as well. Just 3 on with a pearl, sterling silver. She absolutely loved them.
I bet. That is incredible. $14.95. You definitely want to be grabbing that, that's for sure. Oh, hello. We have a ruby cabochon, and I have to say, it's an Indian ruby, isn't it? Yes. They're my favourite. You can always tell, or pretty much tell, if it's an Indian ruby, where it's from. Now, this is a beautiful piece, absolutely gorgeous, because an Indian ruby for me is my favourite because it has a purpley pink undertone to the colour. You get an almost pillar box red ruby, and depending on where it's from determines what trace elements are in there. To see a ruby when it is completely natural is almost unheard of, because it's the chromium that makes it red, the same as it makes an emerald green. But that particular trace element goes against the crystallization form. So quite often it needs a bit of a helping hand just to sort of keep the structure of the gemstone. When you see it and it is completely natural, wow. 12 carats worth of a ruby in a pear shape, $15.95? No. Oh. We've only got 4 of these left. These have been really popular. 12.95. We can see Johan back in again grabbing these. 12.95. Go grab it quick. Wow.
Fabulous.
Oh, isn't that beautiful? Right, we've got more people. Yeah, way more with people than we have pieces. Go grab it quick. 12.95. 12 carats worth of a beautiful ruby. My favourite. It's so elegant, so sophisticated. Wow. Right, be quick is all I'm going to say. Be quick. Go check out. Right, where we go? Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. I love this gem and I love the story that goes with it. For me, this is a piece which is a pure snapshot of time and history. When you look at amber, it is fossilized resin that came along, just grabbed everything in its path. After the pressure and the heat, it fossilized. It then came up, actually, lots of amber was found in the ocean, just kind of, because it's so light. If you put amber in salt water, it floats. If you put faux amber in it, it sinks to the bottom. That's how you tell the difference.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and apparently when they first ever found it, it was thousands of years ago, and they thought it was drops of sunlight, rays of sunshine that had dropped into the ocean because of the colour, because of the beauty, because of the glow of it, and because it was floating on the top of the sea, having been sort of distorted from the ocean bed. They thought it was, and it is, every time you see it, you want to see those inclusions because it is telling a story. It's a snapshot of time. $12.95. Go grab it. Right, where are we going? Oh, yeah. Oh. Is this what I think it is? Oh, yeah, it is. This is amazing dioxide. Look at the colour. Wow. Completely natural Brazilian dioxide, 8x5mm. They are sensational. The colour on this, out of this world. Excuse me, is that not an illegal price, Phil? Yeah. Oh, yeah, he says yeah. $5.95.
What?
$5.95. Amazing
me.
deep saturation of colour. This is a gemstone which is exquisite, so high end, and it's at $5.95. You're not happy, are you? I can tell by your face that you're not happy.
Goodness me. Lost for words again.
Lost
Do you know what? When I was at school, my school uniform was bottle green.
Yeah.
And I didn't appreciate the depth of the green. In fact, I hated it.
Yeah.
But since I've been working with creme dyes, I absolutely love
Found a new love for
colour.
a deep green.
It is so green and so luscious. If you tone it with the peridot that we had earlier,
lush.
and you've got that gorgeous contrast. How gorgeous is that?
Found it.
Stunning. For me, having your greens is a must especially if you're doing floral designs.
Yeah, of course.
And you're selling to, say like florists and places like that, must have.
Yeah, we've got 3 left and about 15 people within the basket. So please go check it out. People are multi-buying. Where are we going? Do you want me to pick one? Yeah, I would love to. I would like to do number 8, please. Just because it's got the most amazing amount of colour in it, I have to say. Beautiful. Whoa. Wow. Do you find that if you have labradorite on your stall, it attracts so many people to it? Do people ask a lot of questions about it? So before I came here, I didn't really know a lot about, or I hadn't really even heard of it. And now I love it. But I think the first time I saw it, I was like, oh, what is that? And what's that colour? And why does it do that?
Yeah, I think, because I've had labradorite before, but not from Jewellery Maker, and it doesn't have the attraction that our quality has.
Oh wow,
and
yeah.
especially the quality that we're able to offer now.
Yeah.
It stands out a mile.
Yeah.
And it does draw people, because people want to know what those flashes of blue and greens and purples and yellows, they want to know what those flashes are, so it does instantly draw people in.
Of course it does. I would imagine it's an incredibly amazing talking point. Look at that, there's full rainbows on all of them. They're beautiful, absolutely beautiful. There's so much on, I don't think you could cram any more on there if you tried on this strand as well. $27.95 is not your price. There you go, have your postage and packaging back, because you only pay that from midnight through to midnight, so have that back for the whole day. If you'd already grabbed that, that is back in your pocket. $24.95 on those, the colours, the beauty, and it's on every single one. Even if we look at these smaller ones, you've got amazing colour on those. Customer said, this is about you, I think. She looked like she wished she was watching the show so she could phone in and not be in it.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, these, the pearls, the creme dioxide, the peridot, oh my goodness.
I know. Oh, I love this. I love that it's got full rainbows in it, even in the smaller ones. Oh, yeah, we have a question for you, Angela. This is from Prue. Hi all, I make and donate all my jewellery to local charity shops, then they sell it on. Do I still need to have insurance cover?
Yes, you do. You do need your insurance, because again, you know, it's that traceability. If the charity shop had a claim, somebody had bought it, they had a claim, they would be coming back to you as the maker.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, without a doubt.
Good to know, good to know. These are amazing. $24.95, wow. Yeah, let's do some bundles. Oh yeah, love these. I've got a real obsession with cubes, I don't know why.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, that's it. That's all there is to it. And I love these. And they have such a different finish to them. And we don't see them very often as well. I think that might be part of it. But we have got, they're 4mm cubes in smoky quartz and clear crackled quartz as well. I just think they're fab. If you twist them together, like you would rounds, they have more of an edgy look to them. See how cool they are?
Yeah, that's nice. Again, it's about a different shape, isn't it?
Yeah.
And bringing dimension. Use them together next to each other.
Yeah.
Great, but you know, to introduce some fun, add a round bead in between as a spacer. Add an oval bead as a spacer. It just brings a different element and dimension to it.
Absolutely, yeah. I love it, and I love that you've got an almost sort of monochrome look, but just with a bit of warmth and a bit of detail with the crackling there.
Yeah, and again, great for gents' jewellery.
Yeah, perfect
as
for
well.
gents' jewellery, actually. Yeah, so both of these strands at $9.95. $9.95 on these. Got beautiful smoky quartz, and then you've got the clear crackled quartz, both in the cube, both in the 4mm cubes. I just love them. They're a little bit different, they're a little bit unusual. Great size as well in that 4mm. Nice to see the detail in the crackled quartz and the warmth from the smoky quartz. $9.95. Keep checking your baskets out. Would hate for anybody to miss out on these. They are beautiful. I just love them, and I'd want to be using them together for sure.
Oh yeah, yeah. With black and white, you can't go wrong.
No.
And in my business, one of my philosophies is every woman needs a black suite of jewellery and every woman needs a white suite of jewellery, because if you buy nothing else, it will take you everywhere anywhere. So for me, those are perfect for that.
An absolute must, and nice to have the warmth of the smoky quartz in there as well, still having that look. $9.95, yeah. Which one? Oh, smoky quartz. These are lovely. You were saying earlier how popular the hearts are.
Yep.
How lovely to be able to, we talk about gents jewellery, how lovely to have them for gents jewelleries or the female jewellery, and you've got that warmth again from the smoky quartz. 180 carats worth of smoky quartz, puffy hearts, they're 12mm in their size. These are lush.
Gorgeous.
I keep thinking with these, maybe you might want to have those and then make flowers out of them and maybe have like a lemony centre to them perhaps.
Yeah, that reminds me of chocolate limes.
Ooh,
those
yeah.
sweets. So again, a very retro look it can give you.
Yeah.
But I love it with the pink and white quartz.
Ah, with this, yes.
Oh,
Let's get the little one.
Absolutely sumptuous.
Oh yeah, that's
Look
gorgeous.
at that. I love that.
That's really lovely. And in actual fact, if you saw Sue's work earlier, you could probably add in smoky quartz in maybe instead of the silver, and that would give it a bit of a different look if you had a couple in there instead. Ooh, there you go. So you had a couple of smoky quartz in there instead. Wow, $6.95. That's amazing. $6.95 for a gemstone that there is got lovely warmth to it, a great connotation, and is incredibly popular.
Absolutely, absolutely. A lot of people know smoky quartz.
Yeah.
But as I say, on its own, with like your gold or your rose gold finding, it brings that winter warmth to it, which is perfect for this time of year. The seasons are changing, but you know, for that fresh, crispy look, the silvers. It's such a versatile gemstone for smoky quartz. I do enjoy having it, wearing it.
Yeah.
You know, do like it a lot.
I quite like that with that actually.
Oh yes.
But you're sort of talking about the crispness of silver. Would work with either.
It's really crisp. Yeah.
Oh, I like that
very
a lot.
versatile. And as I say, the shape again for me, absolutely perfect. You know, a pair of earrings, a pendant, drops. You know, bracelets. You know, creating that bow shape, those leaf and petal shapes.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
Absolute seller for me.
Yeah, they are, and they're a seller for everybody, I think, aren't they? When you look at them, you just know that they'll go well. I mean, whether you make jewellery to sell or not, you know that they're going to be incredibly popular. So just make sure you check those baskets out. Let's pop those over on there. Let's have one more look, because we had these quite. In fact, were they the first thing? They were the first thing that we had. So we've got here silver and copper. They are cabochon, oval cabochons with that beautiful window druzy. I love these. Absolutely love them. They are got such a shine to them, a perfect finish to them. And then you catch it with that window of druzy. I had these in a designer inspiration kit with Laura binding, so do go and have a little look on the Facebook page. You'll be able to see what she made. She made rings using individual ones, earrings, cuffs. She then made a necklace with about 5 of them in there, which was gorgeous, using silver and copper wire. So definitely go and have a look at those if you want some ideas. They are 5 in the copper and then 5 in the silver, and they went to $19.95. That's for 10 beautiful cabochons that went to $19.95. Wow, let's put those over there. Black. Yeah. There we go. Ooh, these are nice. Wow. I tell you what, we talked about labradorite. We saw that the nice drops, the faceted drops in the labradorite. Every single piece I see at the moment has got great colour to it, and we see greens, turquoises, copper colours, pinky tones, blues, everything that you can want here. We've got a regular plain rondelles. Look at all that colour. Oh, that's amazing. They go from 5x3 to 7x3, a 39cm strand. Then we have got 4mm rounds as well. Let's just grab those. We've got 4mm rounds, still with all that gorgeous colour on them. Yeah, look at that. They're gorgeous. Nice to have those 2 different shapes. Oh, amazing. So 39cm strand, which is massive for those regular plain rondelles. An essence of lavender essence. Lovely. £12 and 40. No. Oh, even lower, $8.95. $8.95 for 2 strands that look stunning, gorgeous in their colour, and so much colour. Coppers, turquoises, blues. We've got pinky tones as well. $8.95 for 2 strands. $8.95.
That is
crazy.
For 2 strands.
For 2 strands. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, not 1 but 2.
Very, 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 very good.
Amazing, eh?
Very good. And it looks like a long strand to me.
39 centimetres.
That is a good
Pretty
size.
lengthy.
Wow.
Oh, that colour as well. The colour is beautiful on there. Oh, yes.
And it's a nice size as well.
Yeah.
Because with the smaller shaped, a smaller size bead, you can go for that delicate look.
Yeah.
But you can then also use it to create those big, bolder, chunky looks.
That's what
too.
I like about it as well. You can build on it, and you've got really
Absolutely.
great sort of your own decision what you want to do with them.
Absolutely. Whereas with a big bead, you can't create a small, delicate design.
No, that's it.
You know, but you can with that. Beautiful.
That's it, yeah. $8.95. There you go, $8.95 for 2 strands. That is, oh, hold up. Oh, I love that. Stephen says, hi all, such an informative and interesting show. Thank you. Could you please tell me if you ever have gemstone hearts which are side drilled? We do. I don't think we have any now, but we do, yeah, we do sell them. We do sell them. So go and have a look on the website and you'll be able to have a look. Maybe you might be able to put on the Facebook page that someone might be able to want to drop them in for an afternoon or an evening maybe. Yeah, we definitely do sell them though. Right, where are we going? All right then, moving on. We just had a little look at the lemon cut. I just love these colours. Again, almost sort of got that sort of big, bold primer colour look, but rolling with a bit more of a green than a blue. These really are gorgeous. We've got shell pearls, and they really pick the light up wonderfully. So these are mother of pearl. We've got light yellow, malachite, and watermelon. How beautiful are these?
I mean, even just like the name of them, watermelon. Oh, lovely. Absolutely gorgeous. I mean, those are again great to walk around your to do your soutache with, to create your beady beads with, to create to work around your cabochons as well. So many uses.
The colour is gorgeous as well, isn't it? Love all those together. Keep them separate, pop them together, it's totally up to you, but they are mother of pearl in malachite green, the light yellow, which I think is like a lemony look, and then you've got watermelon red as well, which is lovely. Not bad at all. $8.95. That's £3 a strand.
And you've got your 2 colours, which would work well for your Christmas designs as well. In there.
Hold up. There they are.
Yep.
Oh, you could make beady beads and sell them as Christmas tree decorations.
Absolutely. Absolute baubles for your tree.
Done. Sold.
Yeah.
I'm sold on that. $8.95 for all 3 gorgeous colours. They're 5mm in their size. They are beautiful. $8.95. Love it. Beverly says, now that price is stupidly low. Brilliant bargain. Love today's show. Thanks, Angela, Vicky, and crew. You're very welcome. Well, I have to say, I'm not sure if that was that one or the Labradorite, but both, to be honest, are pretty good. Yeah. 3 strands, including nuggets. Yeah, let's have a look at the. Oh, that's nice. Oh, you add black to any gemstone and automatically it has a wonderful evening look, doesn't it? Instantly. We've got 3 strands here. Let's look at these 2 first. These are the plain rounds. We've got them in the 10mm and the 8mm, which is lovely. So this is black onyx. Then we're going to add in 220 carats worth of small nuggets on an 84 centimetre strand. You were talking earlier about everyone must have Black and white, must have it.
Yeah, that's one of my philosophies in my business. Great for gents, but also if your market is, say, the alternative market, goths, bikers.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Really does sort of go across so many different genres, doesn't it?
Absolutely, absolutely. You could go for your evening look, your day look, you know, your classic wear, you know, your fun, playful, everyday wear. So many uses.
Definitely.
For me, black is one of those staples.
And it completely changes the look. If I put those gorgeous pinks with it,
right,
it still gives it an evening look.
Absolutely.
Completely changes the look from a nice, fun, sort of bubbly gemstone and changes it to an evening piece.
And even with the hematite, the multicoloured hematite, and you put it with that, you know, it'll give it a completely different dimension.
Yeah, love that.
A very evening, very glamorous.
No, they've just taken that to $6.95. A must. When you're looking at how versatile it is, whether you're making for you, for other people to sell, these are sorts of pieces that will go with everything that you want to put it with, especially in those two varieties of shapes as well. And that's just gone to $6.95.
I mean, I've had people, a couple of years ago we did a market in Birmingham, and I had a lady coming up to me and saying, you know, I just want a plain black necklace. I don't want anything else in it, just plain black. And I lost the sale because I didn't have
anything.
Have that, you know. So, you know, that's why for me having those staples in colours like this is a must-have.
That's crazy. $6.95.
Wow.
650 carats worth in all, and it's just $6.95. Nice to have the two shapes in, but in different sizes, plus the nuggets, which you all know is incredibly popular. Oh my word, $6.95. Normally we can't go lower than $6.95 for one strand, so we're doing 3 for you because we managed to bundle them together. Love it. Now, we had a look at this earlier. I grabbed this a couple of times actually. We have got 3 strands of lapis lazuli. 3, 8 and 10 mil in their size. A gemstone steeped in history. In fact, it's a gemstone known for retaining its colour, which is fab because the depth of colour is wonderful on these. Now, when we look at lapis lazuli and we look at the history of it, Cleopatra used to crush it and use it as eyeshadow. It's Tutankhamun's eyebrows in his funeral mask, which I've seen, and it is out of this world. It also used to be crushed for paint. Now, there's lots of paintings of the Madonna that have used lapis lazuli, and where some of the other colours have faded over time, lapis lazuli paint keeps its colour. So it's going to keep its colour in its pieces. Did you know as well the Sistine Chapel, some of the colour in the Sistine Chapel is lapis lazuli?
Really?
There you go. Every day's a school day.
Wow.
That's it. What did I learn today about moonstone? About being an Indian charmed gemstone, and you've learned about it? Sharing the wealth there, Angela.
Yeah.
Sharing the wealth. Beautiful. So lapis lazuli, known for its intensity of colour, and this is no exception. All 3 strands. Oh.
Wow.
Wow. $9.95. That's incredible. 3 mil, 8 mil, and 10 mil in their sizes. I'd be tempted to just make pieces just with the lapis.
Yeah. Well, I hope Jackie is watching. Jackie was on my business course last week, and she says she absolutely loves lapis, and she can't understand why people don't have it in their collection. It is a must.
Oh, it's a must
for her. It's gorgeous.
It's been a really treasured gemstone for a very long time.
I mean, putting that with, you know, if you're wearing, you know, a pair of jeans and a t-shirt or a white shirt, what fresh summer look. You know, put it with the
and then put it with that.
You get a nautical look. It's just so versatile. Again, like your blacks and your whites, it is one of those staple colours. Must have. Yeah,
absolutely. Renaissance painters, the colour ultramarine that they use so much was lapis lazuli. Yeah, there you go. Renaissance painters, yeah, definitely. I think it's amazing that when you look at it, this gemstone, whether you use it as a gemstone or not, is famed for its colour. It's beautiful intensity of colour. Stunning. So extremely limited mining. due to the remoteness of the Himalayas, and this is a beautiful, look at that, so many people taking advantage of that great deal. 3 mil, 8 mil and 10 mil. I'd definitely be wanting to grab this. If I was to use the smaller ones, half the stock is gone. If I was to use the smaller ones, I'd want to be suitashing around a really nice bright cabochon.
Right, yes.
Like reds or pinks or something like that.
Or even the ones you've got on your desk.
Ooh, hello.
That would be lovely. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and that small size as well is great for all your embroidering. If you're doing embroidered, you know, table runners and cushions and, you know, beads on your top, you know,
lush,
great.
yeah.
Even your bows, if you got the kit early and you were creating those bows, you know, and using it to create a beaded bow.
Definitely. Because I think you did, didn't you, on one of yours?
Yeah.
You put some beads in it. It'd be perfect. $9.95. I think half the stock has already gone on those. If you do want them, you gotta be quick. Oh, yes. Oh. I don't know why I did that again, because I put them back on there knowing that they were linked together. These are fabulous. These for me. Right, let me just grab the onyx, because I love these, and I just think the colour, the vibrancy, the metallic sparkle from them is a winner. But for some, maybe you might look at it and go, oh, it's just all a bit much. But I personally love all that rainbow colour. However, look at that sparkle, the glitz, the glamour. I love it. But if you wanted to maybe do more of the black and just have it as a focal piece, you could just have one in there, or maybe a few just sporadically around in the necklace maybe, or bracelet to match.
Yeah, totally agree. Because, you know, especially coming up to Christmas, you know, and I'm thinking about Christmas because, you know, people are buying for Christmas from now.
If you're being organised and you have to, don't you? You have to start making your pieces now.
Absolutely. My fair tomorrow, my show tomorrow is going to be encouraging people to buy and stock up for Christmas.
Wow.
And I would be thinking those are just so perfect for your evening jewellery, your party jewellery, you know, your tree decorations, your table decorations.
Yeah, you could have one, maybe just one, and then have loads of tassels as a bag charm.
Yeah, oh, perfect. Key rings.
Key rings, yes,
all
please.
Sorts of things,
What
you know.
glamorous we are.
You know, I'm just thinking there are just so many different niche markets and so many people who would absolutely love the glitz and glamour of that.
I would love the glitz and glamour of that. Absolutely. Now we have got, they are in 11 mil rounds and 5 mil rounds. Should be at £12.90. Let's just go mad, did you say, Phil? Yeah, let's just go mad. Let's just go mad. These are beautiful, and we've dropped them to, oh yeah, you have, yeah, £6.95 for you there. Not bad at all. £6.95. I'm thinking maybe just if you just use one and have it as a wire wrapped ring, so that you could move it around depending on which colours you wanted to see. Maybe a pink, maybe a golden colour, some blue in there maybe. This is a very versatile collection. In fact, when they're that sort of sturdy, you've got 11 mil rounds and 5 mil rounds. That's 580 carats worth. And we've just taken both of those strands to £6.95.
That is really good.
Ah, not bad at all. I love that. And if that is a bit too much, all that colour, then just mix it with some others.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But remember, sometimes, you know, we might not like it ourselves, but your customers might totally love it.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's always about giving people the option.
That's it, absolutely. Right, which one? Oh, yeah, oh, yes. As soon as I see these, I see long lariat style necklaces, one dropped off there, maybe gemstones, maybe chain, but that's just me.
Yeah. Gorgeous. I see long drop earrings with those big shoulder dusters, but I also see tassels around a lampshade. I've got a lamp at home and I've got tassels, like long drops. They're not gemstones because when I bought it, it wasn't gem, but I thought, how fabulous would that be? But also light pools.
Oh, yes.
Glamorous
I
light
love
pools.
the thought of embellishing your home. I really, really do.
It's very big at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I've seen with a lampshade as well. So I've seen the actual lampshade, and all the way round, without having drops, all the way around there, they've got little holes in the lampshade. So, and in there, drop gems.
Yeah.
And I think with these, they're going to catch the light, they're going to sparkle.
Yeah.
Are we at $13.95? No, we're not, apparently. No. I think fab.
Oh, you know, get a couple of these in and create a chandelier for your bedroom, for your hallway. Gorgeous.
$6.95.
Whoa. Oh my goodness. That is a really fabulous price.
$6.90. How many have we got on there? 2, 4, 6, 8 of them. And we only have now got 20. We've got less than that now. They are nearly gone, actually.
Wow.
They are fab. Yeah, I'd be grabbing those to embellish my house.
Yeah,
oh,
without a doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am refurbishing a flat at the moment.
Right.
I'm not anywhere near the decorative stage yet, but I keep looking. And I'm like, anything like this I think's amazing.
Yeah.
And I'm so into all that at the moment. $6.95 for all of them. You could do so many things. Link your whole house together with them.
Tassels on the end of your cushions.
Oh, you're so fancy. Right, where are we going? Oh, these two. Yeah, I love these colours. Now, there's enough of these colours, because you are getting 2 strands, to be able to go pink pearl, black pearl, purple, turquoise, or just keep them all mixed together because they look fab like that.
That is lush.
They are gorgeous,
I
aren't
like that. Dyed quartz, that is, I've not seen those before.
No, they're fab, aren't they? Really low in stock, so 2 lots of 40 carats, so 80 carats all together. Multicoloured dyed quartz, faceted rondelles, 4x2, 36 centimetre strand on either. $8.95.
Wow. See, someone like Mark, I can imagine separating the colours out and using them separately.
Yeah.
I would just restrand them just as
Mush
they
them
are.
all together.
Yeah, because I like the blend of colours, but whatever you do with it, again, it's a great size, it's a rondelle, so it gives you that, you know, and putting them, using them also as spacers in between your rounds.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, could you imagine them in between these rounds?
Yeah. That'd be
That looks
really
fab,
lovely.
doesn't it? Yeah. Use them as spaces in between.
Yeah.
How many left? 20 left. That's it. That's all that's left. They are nearly out the door. $8.95. Yeah, love those.
They're yummy colours as well, aren't they?
Yeah, love those colours. Oh, is it these?
Wow, I love that.
I'm a massive fan of statement jewellery, and you can't go wrong. But thinking again, very much like the black, you can have those embellish your house.
Yeah, definitely.
So fancy. We have got 780 carats with the rose quartz. Now they're twisted in those facets, which means that it does draw the light across the gem, which is fabulous, I think. We have got faceted rectangle beads at 31 by 22 mil. How many are we getting? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. I love these. Look at that. They've got a great cut and a great facet on them, haven't they?
Yeah, you know, 13 pendants,
Oh,
13 light pulls.
Yeah.
You know,
Done. Oh, $6.95.
Whoa. A couple of years ago, I did a fair. It was just before Christmas, and there was a lady next to me, and she did lots of different things, but one of the things she did was light pulls, and who would have thought light pulls were going to be her biggest seller?
They were.
And they were.
Yeah. I love it.
And for me, those are just gorgeous.
They are stunning, aren't they? $6.95. $6.95.
And you'd be charging $6.95 or more just for one.
Well,
for light
that's
pull.
it. Yeah, absolutely you would. If you did that as a pen, I think that's lovely as well. If you do want to do any wire work, but you want to make sure it's secure.
Yeah.
It's quite an opaque gem. You've got the drill hole there to use. You have to use it if you don't want to, but it's there as added security if you want to use it. $6.95. Right, we're going to do one more because we're going to join you and see what you've done with your challenge. Which one? Oh, yes. What can we do? Let's do 24. Yay! Stars. Black agate stars. Oh, lovely. Oh, these are gorgeous, and they're going to be a winner, aren't they? Up against those really bright coloured shell stars. Would you mind passing me just
the yellow ones?
Yeah, that'll do. That sounds fab. These are beautiful. Look, how cool would that be? Kids Mobile. I love that. $6.95 on those. 106 carats with the black agate puffy stars. 14mm in their size. I think those are the nice bright colours. What a winner.
That's nice.
What
that's
a winner.
Very nice.
Ooh. Yes, please. $6.95.
And with that shape of the puffy heart, it's so easy just to put the bit of wire, a head pin, through it sideways, because then it stands really proud.
That's it.
On the décolleté.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, and I think that's a really nice look.
Oh, it's lush, lush, lush. I love that. Well done if you managed to grab that. I think there's only about 10 of those left. We gave you the 3 strands of the shell pearl, champagne. That's all I can remember. That's a bit of a telltale, isn't it? Let's go and have a look. Let's go and have a look. Now, it was the 3. What were the 3 colours? Seeing as apparently I can only remember champagne. Champagne, the bronze and gold. Ooh, all the metals. Yes, they are gorgeous, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, I didn't have. You know, I was just giving them. You know, so I've still got loads left.
That's all right then.
But I've just created, you know, some drop earrings and, you know, a simple wire wrapped bracelet, you know, but the colour is, I love the colour.
It's
all
so
of them. Vintage. Just gorgeous.
Very warming, very vintage. I think when you're looking at that, and like you say, lots of people like that uniformed round, which is really nice. And if you wanted to mix those together, you could. I don't know if we could can we grab the colour on there, just because all those colours look wonderful together. There they all are. Oh, lush, lush, lush.
Gorgeous together, but just equally as gorgeous on their own.
That's
or
it.
just putting 2 together, or, you know, beautiful.
Love
them.
Yeah, I do
and they
love
also
them.
work really nicely with all the tones of metals that we
That's
have.
it, yeah. You've used rose gold there and antique bronze there.
Right.
Yeah, they're going to mix and match really lovely, aren't they? $9.95. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
I think it's been incredibly informative for everybody, and I think what a lovely idea to be able to ask you questions, especially when it's business, because it does get a little bit specific on something, so it's really nice to find out the answers to those.
Yeah, no, that's good. I mean, I hope you enjoyed it. What we're going to do is get these all the questions and the answers and make them available, and I know that we're going to get something in the hub shortly, so do look out for that.
That's such a great idea, and I think as people, because if it's a new thing for people, it's nice to find out about things before you actually embark on it.
Absolutely. And I will say, you know, sometimes people think, oh, there's a lot to think about and it's scary. Once you get the information, it's not scary, because once you start putting it into practice and you've got everything in place, your insurances, you're registered and all the rest of it, then you know you can trade with peace of mind.
Absolutely, that's it, isn't it? That's it.
But come on our business course. If you're not able to, just message me through the Facebook page, you know, just contact me.
Brilliant, thank you so much. We do hope you've enjoyed Designer Inspiration today. Stick around for the late show, because that's coming up very, very soon. Thank you very much. I'm going to be back on Friday, so come and join me there. But like I said, stick around for the late show. That's coming up just after this break. Thank you so much. Do have a look on the Facebook page and on the hub for all those answers as well. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Join Karen Crawford on a new DVD to Jewellery Maker, Talk Necklace Projects. You'll learn lovely talk necklace designs, such as the free-form talk necklace, colour grading, how to add gemstones, the Aztec weave, and how to add embellishments.